locked in. You already know. We back, man. We lit. Let's get it. Let's go. What's up?
Nah, we in here.
Salute. You already know we got the elder in the building. They ain't stopping nothing. They ain't stopping that shine. They ain't stopping that. We here. Let's go. Zeke Black is in the building.
What up? What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on? We back. We up in the building.
I gotta go to Marvette tomorrow.
We in the building.
Word up.
How to do that?
Good conversation. Not stopping nothing, G-Up Quinn. You already know.
Meet like 11, 12.
Billy was good, man.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
I like this hip hop talk, man. We ain't talking about nothing crazy.
Yo, Ben, what's up, Bimmy? What's the deal, man?
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Rahmatullah, man. How you been, man?
Good, us, man. Us, man. Good, man.
The link is in the chat. Let me send it back. Hold on. Let me send it back. Go ahead, y'all. Salute to the people. Zeke Black, what up, bro?
Zeke Black.
He must have froze up.
I'm pushed for a little bit of time, but you know, Bimmy, I heard a lot of your interviews, man. And some of them that people never really digested was the you went on one of those tours with Russell Simmons that was like one of the first official hip hop tours.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Raising Hell tour.
Yes. You was one of the first official hip hop tours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I was telling them about the Orange Crush. Rest in peace, DJ Larry Lapp. Whose idea was to make Sucker MC, my guy?
I think it was Davey D.
Whew.
Davey D.
They don't know at that time in hip hop, that song took hip hop someplace else, bro. You hear me?
Man, we did it. I believe then after believing really, I believed in music. When I heard that, I really believed in music. I was like, yo, us, we can do this. You know what I mean? We can do this.
Hey, yo, and look, so this is definitely why we, you know, we're definitely appreciative of having the elder pull up on us, man, because we want to have a conversation, man. And Zeke Black, shout it out to you, man. Thank you for pulling up, and we're glad to have you here because we know, you know, all of us can add so much. But with Bimmy's background, his experience, and things of that nature, you know, he can provide clarity regarding his perspective on things based on his experiences that, you know, a lot of us really can't speak to. So while we have our own respective experiences, you know, his is unique because he had that relationship with people that are in the game, you know, some of the originators, man. So we just kind of want to get the elder's perspective on a lot of these current issues and ask some of these critical questions to further this conversation, because we realize that there's been conversations about, you know, street culture, hip hop culture, you know, whether or not, if, you know, in the past, to what extent did the hip hop culture, how was it influenced by the streets, and what impact does the street culture have on the hip hop culture today, and just provide some clarity regarding that. So, Bimmy, like, what's your perspective, Bimmy, on some of these issues that we see impacting the community today?
I mean, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? And I like to say community because that's what it is today. It's not no culture. Because we all grew up in culture. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to disrespect them. How much? You know?
Molly, what up, Molly? Salute. Molly,
hold on, Mike. We're trying to hit Bimmy. Bimmy's
phones.
No, I know we going into
I paid the way for, you know what I mean? And we all expect that came before us. I mean, they showed us the way.
No, we can't. You gotta go. You gotta go out. Someone come out. Yo, Bim, you gotta go in and come back out. Your phone is going in and out, bro.
Yeah, your phone is going in and out, Bim.
In the garage. I'm in the garage. Come out.
No, just go out. Go out and come back in. Tap the link again.
He's in a car garage.
All right.
Yeah. So look, man. See, look, we trying to get some of this wisdom from the elder, and unfortunately, man, you know, the technology is not working in our favor tonight. But the question I asked Bimmy was, you know, back in the days, you know, when hip hop was, you know, in the early 80s, mid 80s, in that time period, you know, what impact did the street culture have on the hip hop culture, right? And he can speak to that, right? He remembers that. We don't remember that. I was young. I wasn't out the house then. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I was out the house. I knew what was going on. I was in the loop. I wasn't. So I mean, he can speak to that. And then we can kind of bring it up. Like what impact did what impact does the street culture have on hip hop today? But here's Bimmy again, y'all.
Bring nobody up yet, bro. Hold on. Let me make sure.
I actually like
yeah, there's Bimmy. There's Bimmy. That's him.
Now hold on. Let me tap these links, bro.
Like growing around it, right? And seeing it, like seeing these artists, it used to be crazy.
Jamel, say something in the chat, Jamel. Say something in the regular chat.
China Mac in the building. JSaladin in the building.
It's GK. The GK.
Zeke Black. Heavy hitter panel, y'all. It's lit.
That's Kevin.
That's GK.
Kevin, what's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
It's still kicking.
Put something in that, Jamel.
Yeah, we got it.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you. You good?
Okay.
Yeah, there go Bimmy right there. Yo, Bim, you can hear you. Yo, shout out to everybody that just pulled up. JSaladin, China Mac, they up in the building, man. What's going on, y'all?
Salute.
I don't know if y'all heard the question that I asked Bimmy before his technology started acting up. I asked him, being that he was there, what impact did the street culture have on hip hop during his time versus the impact that street culture is having on hip hop right now?
Please mute yourself if y'all not talking.
You want to stay by me?
For them.
What is the difference?
Let's go with it.
To mine?
Oh,
You want to stay by me?
I know who voiced.
Go ahead, Mo. Yeah, I hear him. I hear you. Right? Go ahead, Mo. Ask your question, bro.
Yo, now I said, what impact did street culture have on the hip hop culture back then versus the impact that street culture has on hip hop today? That's the question I'm asking Bimmy.
Are you ready for me?
I'm ready for you, big bro.
Okay, let me tell you something. Number one, foremost, hip hop was the streets. That's where it came from. Every dude. First of all, hip hop dudes wasn't MCing back then like that. It was DJs. So it'd be hard to get on the mic and rhyme. Nobody wanted to hear you. They wanted to hear break records and records that's already out already. You know what I mean? That was number one. Every hip hop nigga wanted to be a street nigga and wanted to emulate us. That's where all the style come from. You see the fedora hats, Run DMC, the leather suits. You know what I'm saying? Before all that, you see Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel with the feathers and shit, and big bell bottoms and all that type of stuff. We changed the whole game. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes like a man named Pop Freeman that had the fedora hat on, that people seen that gangster with that hat on. You know what I'm saying? That's what Run DMC got that look from. Master J was running around with dudes that was in the street that he seen with the fedora hats on. You know what I mean? From our parties that we was having, I was a kid at the time, Supreme and everybody, with the fedora hat, you come in and you represent that gangster look. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that came from the streets. Majority of it came from the streets. You know what I mean? The hip hop emulated our lives. Hip hop documented our lives, what was going on in our life. You know what I'm saying? And now a lot of these guys, like me, for instance, when I was in the park, Salt and Pepper, Slick Rick, all of them used to be in the park with me. We had dance contests, all type of stuff. Lost Words, Coach Cheeks, Fredro, Eric B and Rakim, all of them was in the park with me. Everybody. LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? DMC, Jay. Everybody was in the park. Everybody was in the streets before they was making money. You know what I'm saying? So it all strive from the streets. So we going to say, now, can they get a little bit of money? Yo, we the father this. Nah, no, you ain't. That shit came from the streets, bro. And it was codes. And it was rules. And it was much respect. Much respect. If you didn't have that respect, niggas gonna burn you. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Today's world is so twisted because you want these guys, they want to be street, but they don't want to go with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? So we all knew, we grew up as well as all y'all on this panel. I know all y'all. We had consequences. Today's world is no consequences. That's why dudes do what they do, run around, do what they do. I don't call it hip hop. It's not hip hop no more, bro. Especially some street shit. It's not no street shit. When you say Deb, I got my sister with me right here. Deb Antney, right there.
What's up, Big Sid? What up, Deb?
Yo, what's up, Aunt Deb? How you doing? What's up, Deb? How you been?
Hold on. Deb,
Hey,
hold on.
What's up, Deb?
Hold on. Hold on, take your
This is epic.
He
Right?
yelling at you, Deb.
This is epic right here, yo.
Hold on.
Yo, KK, you ain't know your aunt and your uncle were together just now?
Nah, he didn't know that. Nah, he didn't know that. What I'm talking about.
Nah, I didn't know that. I knew they were together. I didn't know they were
I
together.
remember little Mikey used to come in your club in Chili's until they shot it up outside.
Wow. Little Mike.
Remember when Chili came home? I was in the party when Chili came home. Yo, word, bro. This is epic.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie. This is
Hey,
amazing.
Auntie, I just want to say I love you for saying what you said and pointing out that they turned it into a squirting contest. You know,
I told her that the other day. I told her that the other day.
that was so epic. It gave me goosebumps. I said that was the realest thing Auntie Debbie ever said. Love you for it.
Yeah, that's the truth. Now the truth is coming out. All that pissing and peeing and stuff on each other. Now it's all coming out now.
Word.
So
Coming out.
So, Aunt Deb, what's the difference from your experiences coming from where you came from and what you've seen in your? What's the difference between then and now in terms of street culture, its impact on hip hop versus what we see today?
So here I'm gonna go back with this saying that's being said now. It's like I was raised by OGs and they're raised by IGs. Okay, which is a major difference. It's like even though I did what I did out there, but I had somebody that'll snatch me to say, "Yo, did you go just do this? Did you just do that?" Even though these niggas were still doing wrong out there, they still checked you. It was something different. People cared about things that you done, and even for me as a woman, it was things that they would check me on. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't have that today. It's totally different. There's no respect. People don't even have having respect for you. They don't have respect for themselves. So that's a different, especially within our world. In a woman's world, it's something totally different. We was taught to stand by our man, not to rip our man down. And that's something that I see now within our culture that black women is doing. They're destroying our men. And then you want to wonder why so many are wearing skirts.
We'll get back to leave it at that.
So Bim, there's been a lot of conversations over the last couple of days. I'm not sure if you're aware of what's been going on. We had China Mac up here the other day, who's currently here right now. And you know him and Hassan was going back and forth, and we took the side that there was an issue going on with we speak about the origins of hip hop, right? On one side, China Mac is saying, listen, he comes from that cloth, like he was there. Where on one end, Hassan was saying, trying to literally say that, China did not have a right to be in the culture. So from your experiences, right, like was hip hop solely for us as a quote unquote black culture, or was it to be expanded to other geographical areas as well?
I'm gonna give you like a gem, right, that I never spoke on just because we locked in, right? We linked in. I'm gonna tell it on y'all. I'm gonna say it to y'all, right? We had a nigga, was a Chinese nigga, down with us, Supreme Team.
Yeah.
Fuck up, nigga. You're gonna think he's delivering Chinese food, but he's not. He's delivering something else. And that's a fact. And I'm not gonna say his name. God bless his dead. He's dead now, though. But official. You think he work at the neighborhood Chinese store?
Bring anybody in,
that nigga projects. You know what I'm saying? So I don't go on to nationalities or what color, because we've been on a bunch of real niggas. Like, where you from? Where you at? Because I've been around a bunch of black that's cowards. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about a culture about he's Chinese or he's green or he's Indian. Hip hop is inside you, bro. That shows me you never know where in the world, because hip hop is everywhere. I don't care what country you land in. Hip hop is the #1 genre of music. Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So when a person, and Hassan is cool. I like Hassan. I like him. But my thing is, he got it wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's just influence. That's just influence of hip hop. You feel me? It's like you go outside and you get influenced by the neighborhood drug dealer or the neighborhood pimp. You get influenced by that dude. So therefore, why they can't get influenced by hip hop?
Yeah.
They influenced. So what's the problem? I don't see the problem with that, bro.
Yeah, we didn't have a problem with that neither, big bro. So our position was that, I mean, honestly, we felt like, listen, China Mac was correcting us, and we, you know, we support Hassan Campbell. We definitely respect him and stuff like that. But we just felt like in that moment he was wrong because, you know, we just felt like at that moment he was just doing too much in that regard. I mean, China defended itself.
Nah.
I mean, I don't no longer have to defend itself, but I felt like he spoke eloquently about the fact that he was, you know, who he is and his contributions to hip hop and how he was impacted by the culture as well.
Yeah, but you got a lot of dudes in the culture. I say culture. I say community because the culture is different. I was raised in the culture. I'm not raised in this community, so the community is different. You know, the community, you got all type of motherfuckers in the community. Community is wild. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on today in this community. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of bullshit going on. You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. I love the music. You know what I mean? I like the music because they documented what they going through, drugs and squirting and pissing on each other and all that shit. They talking about that because that's what they going through. We's going through drugs, murders, good women, mama at home, Sunday dinner. I get home to Sunday dinner. We talking about that real shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, Bim.
Down. You know what I'm saying? So today's
I don't think they. I don't think they documenting those, Bim. To be truthful, we were documenting, and I want to give you a little bit of pushback on that community comment because I remember being in. This is when I remember hip hop. Me in 3rd grade, and I say that because I remember what I was wearing. I know my first pair of Jordans, right? But I also. We had these rhymes we used to carry around. That was the first. I didn't know what I just was doing what my classmates was doing, and they started writing down raps. I started writing down raps. We also had that game where you take a deep breath and you push the person in the chest, and then they pass out. Played that game a lot. We learned how to backflip. Okay, crack valves was all on the floor. This is documenting. So. My first album, I Need Love. I couldn't play it because the freaking needle on the stereo in my living room didn't work. But I carried the album around with me everywhere I went, like to let everybody know. Now I got the I Need Love album, but I'm fronting because I didn't.
That's Saladin, right?
That's Saladin. Yeah.
Let me give you a prime example, right? You said they ain't documenting, right? Do you listen to Future?
I like his songs. I listen. Yeah, I guess you listen. Right. I don't really. He's not my playlist.
Do you ever? He ain't no. I'm just saying. Do you listen to him? My statement was they document what they go through, right? Just like we did, right? Now listen. You're talking about lean and Percocets. That's what all they go through out here. He talking about fucking Lori Harvey. He talking about all these bitches fucking. That's what they go through, bro. They document what their life is like.
I'll take that. What about the shootings?
Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bats. We was going through that, bro. We was going through that. They documented that. Hip hop documents our lives, bro. So when Future talk about like dreams, high on this and that, on lean, he's talking what they doing, bro. All these niggas doing lean.
That ain't nothing but Robitussin.
Yeah, Robitussin. But Deb, you understand what I'm saying? When they document their lives, when you listen to the radio,
talk about that back
so I think it's more marketing.
How many niggas that's on trial for murder and Bobby murdering them? Prime example. They told you what they did. They document what they did. They using niggas lyrics online right now to prosecute these niggas, bro. Because they documenting their lives.
They locked R. Kelly up for pissing.
Yeah.
Now everybody's dictating.
Yeah. Pissing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that, bro. Do the knowledge, man. That's what I'm saying. When I speak, bro, I speak from knowledge. I don't speak to want to be heard or just want to hear niggas hear me talk. Yeah, I don't do none of that. My shit is for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't really podcasters just put in my mouth, cover out a set of lips. Oh, I want to sound good. Nah, I don't do that. I'm going through experience, bro, because that's how you teach the youth. That's how you teach the people in front of you. That's how you teach people in back of you. How many people sat in this podcast with China Mac and said hip-hop is with all of us? Ain't no excuse from nobody. But dudes don't want to sound that way and don't want to feel that way because they don't look bad. Oh, yo, I said that. I'll hold them down. Talk about the Asian. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Hip-hop is hip-hop, bro. And that's why it's fucked up today, because it's not hip hop no more. These niggas, they pinpointing this group from that group. I used to go down south, make records with Outkast, Goody Mob. I made records in LA with Dub C. I go to different places, bro, make records with every nigga. They don't do that no more, bro. New York is a danger zone. New York, until Pop Smoke lit it up again. God bless his soul. You feel me? But we didn't.
Bim, you was there for a long time, so you was there. Let's talk conspiracy for a second. The people want to know: did that meeting really happen, where the black suits walk into the record labels and say, "Yo, we want to change the dynamics of hip hop"? In your opinion, or since you was around, how truthful do you think that really was?
It wasn't true. Wasn't true. I don't know about no black suit. I know I came in there quiet. I know where I came from. So niggas that come from the streets, you gonna shut up and come in there and work your way through the building, because you're already blackballed already. Because where you came from, all the people who listen to hip hop uncovered, with me and my sister documentary, Big You, all of us. I already said that. I said I fucked up by fucking with Tina Davis.
Blaco, let me see your face. Let me see your face, OG Blaco. I got you now. Excuse me, y'all.
I fucked up with Tina Davis and Kevin Lyles, those type of people, because they come from college. I don't come from college. You know what I'm saying? I come from the back blocks. So me come from the back blocks, you know, I came from something totally different. My belief system is different. My code of ethics is different. You know what I'm saying? If my brother cry, I cry. You know what I'm saying? My brother I was taught, you don't come home if he ain't come back with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm taught not to run on my man. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm taught, and Supreme told us, listen, I've never been seen in front of police cars, talk to no police. You know what I'm saying? All that. If you get caught, man, them niggas punks. And if you get caught, if you get caught, you better be ready to do 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So we already bred that. We already taught that from people older than us, like our uncles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we already taught that. You know what I'm saying? These people out here today, nigga, they don't have that. Because you know why? Because the government made it where they get them a lot of money. I ain't got to listen to my uncle. I ain't got to listen to my aunt. I ain't got to listen to the OG nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then when they come get you, yo, man, you impressing me in here, man. You know such and you know bigger. Yo, you know Barkim in here. You know Barkim? Nah, motherfucker, you the baddest nigga in town. What's up? You gotta check your gun in. You gotta check everything in. Now Blue Boy's on you, nigga. He gonna gun you down. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Blue Boy, man.
Mikey B is on you, nigga. What's up? He running on you in the yard. What's up? What you got?
Yo, you know the crazy thing, Bim, is that so we didn't, and this is why we didn't buy into that, and I kind of felt like
China Mac ain't say nothing yet, Mo.
I'm about hold on, Mike. I'm about to get to that now. So, and this is why we didn't kind of buy into that before. We was more into the school of thought that hip hop is for all of us, right? Yeah, it may have been started by individuals in the culture, but it was intended to impact others. And China, so this is just for you, and we didn't get a chance to speak about this. So those of us who knew our history, and I knew you alluded to this when you were speaking about your attribute being supreme Asiatic. I know you know your culture. I know you know the history, the origins of the Aborigines of China. I know you know this, right? So we didn't buy into the fact that when Haas, with all due respect, was saying that somehow, you know, you had to claim your blackness to be quote unquote black. So what's your perspective? I know we keep revisiting the same thing, but this is something that need to be discussed because obviously you two were up here and this was a issue that you had to go through. Pardon me, bro.
Mike on mute.
Hold on. I'm gonna take it off.
You can hear me?
Bro.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. Yo, first of all, what's going on? Y'all Bim, good to see you.
Salute, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You too, bro.
On Dad, what's up, Dad?
You right where you supposed to be. You right in the middle, bro. You right where you supposed to be, bro.
KK, my brother, you know what I mean? Yo, listen, man, it's just a weird ass time. You feel me? I never been through this shit before. This shit is like new to me. I still don't understand what's going on. Like,
that's internet stuff.
I feel like I was in a bubble for all these years, and I came home, and this shit just got weird. Like I don't know what the fuck. I never experienced shit like this, but it's the internet. You know what I'm saying? The internet is the greatest thing that happened to us, but it's also the worst thing that happened to us. You know what I mean? What the internet is doing, it's allowing so many people with voices, and these voices is just drowning out. You don't know what's real, what's fake. You don't know what's knowledge, what's bullshit. You don't. It's whoever could speak the best gets the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So when that happens, you get a lot of people just led astray. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, that ain't happened. You know what I mean? Back in the days, you know, the real rights had it. Like they had it, but now they can't have it no more because you got all types of bozos with platforms, and just because you know they able to express themselves in a certain way, you know, they got a following. They got people that really listen to them. And people are blind, deaf, dumb, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think that, you know, I think it's fucked up. And it's not just Asian and black shit. It's everything, though. It's the street shit. It's hip hop. It's how people treat women. It's how kids are looking at elders. It's all of it. It's not just a relationship between Asian and black. It's just everything is all fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a quick question? Y'all, salute to the panel, all my brothers up here.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, hey, China Mac, do you feel like you take a hit for the whole, like you like the sacrificial lamb for the whole Asian community with hip hop, man?
I mean, I put myself there. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm the only one that could really like start this conversation. That even have the balls to have this conversation. I don't know no other Asian person that's gonna stand up in front of 100 black people and be like, yo, you know what? I am who I am. If you don't like it, eat a dick. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm the only person. I don't know anybody else that has been doing that. You know what I'm saying? But but I feel like it's important for me to do that. You know what I mean? Because if I don't do that, then like I said in my last thing with over here, we was all locked up. I was locked up with Mikey B. I was locked up with KK, right? And I asked the question, how can 200 guards control 3,000 inmates? Separation. You know what I'm saying? Separation. You keep this gang over here. You keep this race over here. You keep these people over here. Everybody worried about fighting each other. Ain't nobody worried about fighting the people that got to close the door every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same shit. Everything that happens in prison happens out here. It's just a smaller microscopic environment so you can see what's going on in jail, in prison, but out here is bigger so you don't see, but it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. They keep us, you know, I don't want to keep on saying it because it's mad cliche now, but it's real shit. You know what I mean? When did Asian and black people have all this tension? I just don't recall this. Like,
let me ask you something though. Well, okay, I know that you got the heart to step up for it, but why do you feel the need to step up for people?
Because it starts a conversation. If I don't step up and I don't call this shit, it's just always it's gonna be people. Is no conversation. That's why black and Asian people are where we are right now, because we never had a conversation. A lot of black people, they never even spoke to a real Chinese person outside the store in the nail salon. They don't know they don't know why the Chinese person thinks the way they think, and the Chinese person don't know why the black person think what they think. So you go in the room, and then you go all the black people, oh fuck them chinks, they and then you never even had a real conversation with a Chinese person to really understand why they do what they do. And then the Chinese people, they not talking, so they go into their Chinese or their environment, and then and then you
what I see is us borrowing. You gotta look at it like this. Back in the day, we wore kung fu suits, we wore Chinese slippers, we watched kung fu flicks, we went down and we love Asian, we love Chinese culture the same way. I mean, we borrow from Chinese culture the way Chinese borrow from us, but the culture is different from the people. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question? Are y'all saying back in the days that nothing was ever done with the Chinese?
No, we're not saying that on Deb. That's not what we're saying. We know.
I'm telling you, back in our days and coming up in them streets, the Chinese played a major part in some stuff.
How so?
Talk about it.
Major
How
part.
so? How so on that?
Okay, we ain't gonna go into all that kind of shit.
All right, I'm gonna tell you how far.
I don't want you to get specific. We don't want you to get too specific.
Listen. Right? We got our black gangsters that we fuck with.
Yo, I love it.
Right? Now, do your homework.
Hey.
Do your homework. Fat Cat, his main man next to him was Chinese. His main man.
Hey, yo, can I ask a question?
Ain't no joke. The Chinese mob has never been a joke. The problem why you don't know about them, because they don't talk. The only culture that runs
Right.
is niggas. Yeah. They the only that talk too goddamn much. I don't care where you go to, whatever country I went in, there was some Chinese there, and I wasn't doing right in the countries I was in. The Chinese was in, and they was popping in the black culture because with women, they made the prettiest fucking babies with a black girl. It's just real, so they've been around for a long time.
One right here too.
Hey,
look at that Chinese thing right here. Look, you see that? Look at that right there. Nigga, that's nigga. Don't play no games. You got niggas is crazy.
Hey, Bimmy.
Hey, China Mac. Can I ask you a question real quick, China Mac?
Hold on, Mac. Hold on, Mac. OG,
Is that 10 toes down there? Yo, is that 10 toes?
Nah, Sonny Blaco.
He wanted to ask.
Oh, he's like 10 down there. Put my man 10 in here, man.
Hey, yo, China Mac. Hey, yo, can y'all hear me real quick?
Yeah.
I keep hearing everybody bring up back in the day. Most people on this panel is 40 and better, right? So since we going back in the day, I always like to say this. The reason why times was different back in the day, because you got to watch who was in the industry. Most of your cats was either JUCO, college educated, they went to school, they had side jobs. Kumo D went to a JUCO. They was talking different language back then, right? But at the same time, when you keep saying back in the day, we all keep saying knowledge of self. Knowledge of self keep getting thrown up in this conversation. If you got knowledge of self, you understand that the Asian man is the original man. So what we talking about, like we all the same people. You understand what I'm saying? So if you go keep bringing up back in the day, let's bring up back in the day for real. We was taught that between the Asians, the Spanish, and the black man, we all the original man. We all one unit. So we supposed to be enjoying the same thing. We supposed to be liking some of the same culture. We supposed to be dibbling dabbling in the Spanish man culture, dibbling dabbling in the Asian man culture, and they dibbling and dabbling in all culture. Because at the end of the day, we all one soil.
Nah, that's agree. I think we all can agree on that. I don't think anybody on this panel disagrees with that. It's probably individuals that's not on this panel who have who are using that to promote their own agenda. But there's no doubt, Blaco, that we all agree that we are we black. That's obvious.
I want to say one thing, right? Like, yo, bro, like I know y'all say y'all fuck with Hassan Campbell, and I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about him. You feel me? But he does some shit that's just wrong, bro. Like race baiting is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got an issue with somebody, talk about them. Don't talk. It's like if I have an issue with KK, I'm not gonna talk about his skin complexion and whatever. I'm gonna say, yo, KK, You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna involve a whole group of people. But what I'm saying is, when people do that, that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dangerous because other people, they're just blind. They're following blindly. And then next thing you know, they listening to this person. They think all Asian people hate black people, and they never even had 3 conversations with 3 different Asian people. Like,
number one.
Now we do appreciate the
because black people are prejudiced. Yes. They're the most prejudiced people are all races. They are the most prejudiced. They're prejudiced against their own people.
Talk about it.
In a black culture.
Hey, but you know what it is, Miss Des? What it is that when you're around Asian people, like China Mac just said, a lot of people don't interact with other people. I work in an industry where I be around all races. So you always hear black people say, niggas don't. Black people talk about each other. Other races don't talk about each other like that. If you do the knowledge, if you inside a Chinese circle or Asian circle, China Mac can tell you they talk about each other like we talk about each other. The white people talk about the poor white trash like we talk about each other. Because one thing's for sure, two's for certain, somebody want to be better than the next person. That's the problem. We can't. We don't want to be equal. We all want to be better than the next person.
Yeah, I think it's really important that we, and I like the fact that we're using history as a backdrop to help guide us moving forward. But I do think that it's important that we use this incident or these instances that's taking place on social media for us to kind of galvanize ourselves. If we can identify and recognize that it's issues in our communities that's kind of tearing us apart, then yeah, we need to say, listen, what's preventing us from coming together? Like, what are the barriers that's preventing us from coming
you know
together?
why, Moshe? You know why?
What's
You know
up,
why,
bro?
Moshe? Because
Yeah.
these niggas out here today,
Because it's who tells the story. That's what it is.
they bring anybody home. Anybody can come home. Like for instance, my nephew, he's locked up, did 25 KK, right? He told me about China Mac. He said, "Yo, that's my boy, that's my man." He said, "Bim, he coming home. Look him up, boy. I'm gonna give you a number of your China." And me and Mac was in contact at one point. You feel me? My nephew ain't gonna send nobody home to me that ain't right. You feel me? So dudes having their own agenda, hitting agenda on people. It ain't just Mac. It ain't saying on China Mac. Y'all niggas show. I told you. I told KK. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all stop. Don't fuck with these niggas. I like y'all show. Don't fuck with these niggas, cause they gonna put y'all niggas show under, bro. Don't do it. You feel me? Cause y'all live by principles and morals, bro. All three of y'all live by principles and morals. You know what I'm saying? So when you allow your stuff to get mud and get dirt and get back in that shit, nigga, you know what's coming out of it. We all know what's coming out of it. Cause y'all get some real niggas and there's gonna be some other shit. And I talk to KK all the time about Mikey B. Yo, tell Mikey B stop, man. Stop, man. Get on this thing and do what you gotta do, man. Stop.
Hey, I feel like
giving out too much money. Too much money. They giving out too much money. You think these niggas shows is better than y'all show? I'm not gonna say no names, but y'all know what I'm saying. They give niggas a lot of money. Y'all niggas, look at all these niggas that got on this panel right now, bro.
Facts.
Niggas be up there giggling and cracking jokes and ain't helping the people, man. The niggas just talking crazy shit. Yeah, I forgot who y'all had on here one day. Nigga, I stayed there and watched that shit for 3 hours, bro. It was real. You know what I'm saying? Real. It was food for my brain, for my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all guys come home, did all that time. That's one thing I didn't do. I didn't do a lot of time. I did 3 years. You dudes did digits. I commend y'all. Y'all did digits. I probably would have never came home if I was in all that time. You know what I'm saying? But I commend y'all brothers.
We almost didn't neither. We caught a bunch of new charges, everything. You know, we was
I'm about to get back in the comments, y'all. I'm about to get back in the comments. I just want to say this one thing. I appreciate your brothers, and I just want to land this one point. I feel like that we do like borrowing from the cultures, because like I'm from a hood where there's a lot of Cambodians. You know what I mean? I grew up with a bunch of Cambodians. Even though a lot of we borrow from each other's culture, we don't borrow from the people. We don't claim the people, but we claim the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say. Peace to y'all brothers, man.
Yo,
salute, Mac, man.
Salute, y'all.
Yo, Mac, take care, man. So China, I know you were in the game at one time, right? And you had an opportunity to come home and seeing it evolve. Now, I know we spoke about the past and whatever like that. I never heard you speak specifically about like what's your views on what's been taking place with the drill thing. Like that's been a conversation we've been having behind the scenes, on camera. Like, do you think that the street culture obviously has impacted the hip hop culture or vice versa in that regard? Speaking about drill music.
I mean, drill music is definitely music is influential, period. You know what I'm saying? Music is influential, period. But look, people was killing people back in the 70s when they was listening to oldies and shit. There was more bodies then than there is now. So like I mean, yeah, the music is playing a part, but like people gonna
check it. Just give me a second, China Mac, because I'm at work. You know what I'm saying, and I can't. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. All right, y'all definitely, Bimmy, you definitely went crazy. I respected it. Everything y'all say is very respectable. Now I will tell you my portion with the streets and hip hop. I come from Spanish Harlem, East Harlem. That's where I ran around. In my generation in the 80s, we had Spanish DJs that was rocking. Ted Smooth, Chibo the Pro, Double R the Pro. You know what I'm saying? The DJ demos. They were the big DJs. around my way, freestyle music was big.
Yes.
TKA, Mark Antney, so on and so on. The weird part about this was a lot of the street crews was running by these freestyle artists. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Black Park, dude from Rest in Peace, Elliott and them from Black Park and Carver. They was running with TKA. Jimmy Coco and them was running with TKA. You know what I'm saying? The streets. Only difference was their artist was really just freestyle men. You know what I'm saying? Like K7 and them, they was really just doing the music. But they had a street element. It's just that the difference between us and them is they don't throw their garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like you would never think that TKA ran around with a bunch of cats in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they kept the music.
Yeah, K7, that's my man Ty Blessing though. Tony Stone, that's UFO Free Father. Tony Stone. Jimmy Coco had Third Avenue on lock before Tone Lopez. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ed Superman, Sugar Hill Tone for 4 First and all that. They used to all be on my block. They ran with the freestyle artists.
Yeah.
So,
Mikey,
you know, sorry, Moshe.
Now, go ahead. Sorry, I apologize. Go ahead, bro.
So, as I was saying before, the reason I was giving down that spew and I was really painting a picture to just say this. We always say the streets, like the streets got one definition.
Yeah.
The streets is not only drug dealers and murderers, man. The streets, if you think about it, the streets was so many other things, man, that was actually fun. So when we talk about our first MCs, yeah, they threw an element in there where they was painting a picture, but I don't remember them really their rhymes almost to the point where they're inspiring other people, and that's the only thing they spoke about, especially R&B too, right? Because I just heard China Max saying there was a lot of killers out there. So if there was that much killing going on, which there was, I'm not disputing that. Yo, why the songs still spoke about love though? Why the gangsters was still into love songs and love making, and the songwriter was? But now it seems like that we're so far removed from that. Like Auntie Deb said, when the girl get up there, I can't even listen to R&B song with my daughter when we ride in the car, because the first words out of her mouth is how she want to lick and stick and do all of this stuff. You know, I got a 10-year-old daughter. She don't want to hear all of that. I don't want her to hear all that. I just want to hear some regular music, man.
Yeah, but that right there is a result of the corporations themselves who are doing everything in their power to exploit our culture. So they will literally turn you into a whore.
Yeah.
To ensure that you get a little bit of money in your pocket. So that's another objective that they want, not only to emasculate men, but they want to turn our young sisters into a bunch of whores. That's by design. I don't think that is some just spur of the moment type stuff. This is a systematic plan to reduce the quality of who we are as a people. There's no doubt about that. Before I go,
keep this in mind. Listen, the streets, because the streets in my generation, the streets was tied in with music. When like the first time I heard DJ Clue was with Mikey B and them. The first time I heard Grandmaster Vic was with Mikey B and them. You know what I'm saying? So the streets was sort of tied in with dudes to a point where the streets was investing in these dudes. So a lot of times you might look at K7 and think he's a freestyle artist, but he's in the club with a bunch of dudes that got blocks. You know what I'm saying? So he's sticking to a certain code that he stick to, but he's just not getting in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on,
real quick.
Yeah,
hold on. Y'all tune in the week. That was KK?
Yeah, go ahead.
I apologize. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah.
You know, y'all tune in to We Locked In. Please, man, if this is your first time pulling up, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. I see it's 151 people in the chat, and only like 49 people have hit that like button. So either you don't like what we've been talking about, and you just don't want to give us that like or hit that like,
now,
or
hold
you
on,
do
now,
like
gotta
it,
give us
you
a
forgot,
like.
you
Yo,
forgot
listen,
to hit
we
the like
got
button.
Big
Man.
Dead Ant.
You
We
got
got
Big Bimmy up in the building.
Up here, Bimmy. We got Bimmy. Sis is up here. Hip hop legend. She gave us. Y'all better hit that like button. Y'all better stop it.
Better hit that like button.
When I was in the streets, I was scared of Bimmy's they sisters and they aunts and all that. They was tougher than me. And I was making gunshots out there. They was tougher than me.
And that should make you hit
They
that
was
like
tougher
button.
than like little Mikey.
He was scared of you.
Y'all better hit that like button, you heard?
That's a fact.
Hey,
Before I went to
Moshe.
jail, I was at their sister party when they sister came home, Chile. 1992. 109 on that rock. I was there. When they sister came home, right?
And because of that, they should hit the like button, right, Mike? Tell them, right?
They gotta hit the like button.
Hit
That's
that like
royalty.
button.
That's royalty. That's hip hop royalty right there.
Because he was
You
at the
got
party in
China Mac,
92. Hit that like
you gotta
button.
hit that like button.
Yo, KK. Yo, because he was at the party in 92.
KK suit. Look at
Hit that
KK
like button.
suit. You see that suit KK
Hey,
got
yo,
on?
Moshe, I want to revisit your question, though.
Yo, hold on, Sonny Blaco. KK wants to speak. Pardon me, bro.
Oh, my fault, KK, salute.
Yo, yeah, KK.
Saying that
Yeah, he on there.
back in the days, and one of
Oh,
the
Cottle Love,
things
sit down.
was,
Sit down,
You see
Cottle
KK
Love.
suit?
you see
Sit
me?
down.
Yeah, we can see
I
you
better
back.
hit that like button.
Yeah, look at my
I better hit that like button. 25 years. Look at my bro. 25 years. Look at my bro. Look how he out here looking.
Yo, he looking good, man. He looking sharp.
25 years. Look at my bro. Look how he looking out here.
But to get back to what we was talking about, man. What he had said, and the biggest difference is that the stuff that was sacred in the streets stayed sacred. You ain't talking about it. Nowadays, everything is being put. That's one of the biggest problems. Even indiscretions, whether it be a sexual indiscretion, drug indiscretion, whatever, everything is just being put out there. And that was something that was that never to be. Even when you had those type of artists, that was whatever. Like it did music. They're not focused on putting the bad dirt out in the streets for everybody to know. Well,
That's a good point.
Now it's just
and I think individuals and I know you want to speak, Sonny Black. I think back then there was a little bit more artistry going on. There was a little bit more art and like when you think about LL talking about when I'm alone in my room.
Come on, man.
There was art, right? Yo, but hold on. You know he was saying he wanted to smash, but it was the way he said it though, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
It was with class. It was with dignity. It was like, when I'm alone in my room, it was
Okay,
well,
okay.
right?
Hey, man.
So, you know what I'm saying, Bim? Come on.
Mama said knock you out.
Come on. So
I'm gonna knock you out.
Yo, Sonny Blaco, go ahead, man. My bad, man.
Yo, but the answer to go back to revisit your question, that's what I was saying earlier. When you look at the generations of hip hop, right? When you look at the first generations, brothers and sisters was more conscious, they had more education. Then you look at that next wave of hip hop, everybody wanted to get to a bag, right? So then the wave after that, you got the brothers that got locked up coming home, they joining these rappers' entourage. So now the conversation is no more educated. The conversation, you're not around college people no more, working people no more. You're around cats that just came home or fresh off the block. So the conversation and the rap changes and the whole business changes. So I agree with you on one half. It is the companies and the larger powers' fault. But on the other half, when you flip that coin, it's just as much our fault because we took the structure out the shit.
No, I disagree, OG Sonny. From the beginning, these artists had gangsters around them. LL Cool J would go to Harlem to hang with Alpo and Chuck Bourne. They was always around the gangsters. That's a fact. So
we had this conversation on your show, though, Saladin, and I agree with you 100%. The streets has always been entwined with hip hop, and hip hop has always been entwined with the streets. But what I'm saying is that you went from Fight the Power, you went from X-Clan, you went from De La Soul, but even with that, you had your Cool G raps, you had your Rockin', you had your differences. Poor Righteous Teachers, Bimmy. Hold on, that's what I'm saying, though.
What happened? Why did it go straight? Why was there a mixture of content and then all of a sudden it just went straight negative and then the shock value?
Because it was cool to have a mixture of people. It ain't cool to have that mixture no more. The company's straight for the bag, and the bag is in the ratchetness, not in the righteousness, but the ratchetness. You dig? Back then you had a combination of righteousness, ratchetness, some silly shit with Biz Markie, some soulful shit. You had a combination of everything back then. You straight ratchet now because that's where the bag is at.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. But Moshe, because Moshe explained it when we spoke about corporations, right? So now when the bags get different, and now you have corporate entities sponsoring, pushing 3-4 at a
Right.
time for individual artists or pushing the individuals. This is the dynamic. So now this comes to us too, as we have to start controlling. It ain't like it's not them type of artists out there, because there is. I'm saying that what's being put in the media, what's being forced and jammed in your face for you to watch, listen to. Us, we got control of our content, what we're gonna put out there, and not succumbing to what we think is thing to do or the popular thing to do, or I don't want to get canceled, or I'm something. About being true, not only to yourself, to your culture, but then it goes even that. Being true to your heart and your spirit, being true to your family.
Right, KK. Because now KK is affecting now we see the dynamics of how it's really affecting our community at the core.
She found right. She's gonna.
Because the little ones now are inspired to get out the ghetto, right? And they see the key. I'm not gonna say they stupid. They see what they got to do, and guess what? This dude that ain't never been in the streets all of a sudden go out and get face tattoos, and he just mimic what he sees. And this is no Superman is gonna come save us.
Because he think that's the blueprint.
Yes, thank you.
What's that, Dave?
Yes.
Because that's the blueprint for them. They didn't grow up like how. See, the thing is, all y'all on this platform, y'all went to prison at a young age, right? Now the dudes that's out here now, they ain't do the risk. They ain't take the risk that y'all took. You feel? Or I took. They ain't take it, so they left here. So now they figured it out. Said, you know what? I'm gonna use all these niggas. I'm gonna tell all these niggas story. I'm gonna go up there and tell them all y'all losses. Yo, nigga, you was in prison. You know what happened to you? Nigga hit you in the head with a lock and a sock, nigga. You took a short. Remember that?
Yeah.
We all know that happened. But talk about the 10 other niggas out on smash. You know what I'm saying? So now the narrative is that you got busted in your fucking head with a lock and a sock, and the internet love that shit, so they're gonna run with it. So now they're gonna disregard you that you know he ain't no gangster. He took a short. But I don't know not one nigga in the hood that did not take no shorts.
That's a fact.
That's how you
I
learn.
know a bunch
That's
of
how you learn.
courses. You know what I'm saying? My man, he had a 25-year run. He's sitting up doing 25 years. You might even know him, Bimmy. His name is Papa Shop.
His name?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But so I know, you know what I'm saying? We see when I was younger, we seen the hip hop thing growing, but nobody was really looking at it until, you know, we was watching it grow. But a lot of dudes, everybody think a street individual, somebody who caught bodies. That wasn't the case. It's outside was outside. Everybody had their forte. You had dudes that was scamming in the 80s. They don't know about the papers and all the you know what I'm saying?
All that,
carbon copies and all
You said
that.
the scammers in the 80s? You said the scammers in the 80s?
Fast and all that.
Now the scam in the 80s was the scammers. They was boosters.
Yeah.
No, but they had the carbon paper too, Bam. That's what you talking about. That carbon, writing down the card numbers and all that.
My man was in the pharmacy. He was getting fly. All them stuff.
Dab was the credit card. Dab was doing the credit card shit.
Yeah, that carbon copy was $1 million game, son.
Dab was doing the credit card shit.
Hey, yo, we blowing up.
Blow up.
We definitely blow up.
Yeah, and you can use it. And you can use it.
But the kids and all that J. Crew. That's how we had J. Crew in the hood.
Nah, but
exactly.
Yo, but it was different though. Back then though, and one thing I noticed back then versus today, and me and KK and Mikey speak about this all the time, was the family structure. That was more intact back then than it is today. So there's a reason why things are going the way that they're going. Individuals is more individualistic. Less fathers are playing an impact in individuals' lives. So that's having an impact in other areas of our culture, of other areas of our community overall. So it's not just one factor. It's not just the streets that's impacting that. It's our households that's impacting that. You know what I'm saying? When you factor in all these equations, whatever the case may be like that, you're going to have a recipe for disaster. It's going to look nasty. It's going to be toxic on various levels. So this is just one of the many problems we confronted with. I think hip-hop overall is still a vehicle for change. However, back in the 80s and in the early 90s, or even the 70s and the 80s into the early 90s, the powers that be realized that individuals who were utilizing hip hop to help further up a more conscious narrative. They wanted to exploit the culture, and they was going to do everything in their power to ensure that was going to happen. And that's what happened. The corporations got ahead of it, and the emphasis on more community, more upliftment, more black empowerment and things of that nature became like secondary, and profit became the agenda. And we see that happening today. It's not even art no more. You get what I'm saying? It's more about how much money you can make, and if you're gonna exploit yourself and you're gonna exploit others in the process. Listen, man, y'all tuned in to We Locked In. We here with the OG Bimmy. We here with Aunt Deb. We here with JSaladin. We here with Zeke Black, OG Sonny Blaco. We here with China Mac. We up in the building. Hit that like button, man, because I only see 75 likes in the building. It's almost 200 people in the chat. Hit that like button, man.
You're learning something, man, because you got same age group of different generations, everybody from different zip codes. So that's why we bugging out. We let the people that blend their mouth on their mouth. Like, are you wild? None. It was Harlem when Kicking Prince was popping. He was saying double R. You know what I'm saying? Those are the parties we went to. 1199. The hottest rapper back in that day on the east side was Zeke and D3. That's caught my phone. That they used to play on Red Alert. Used to play these songs. Nobody else on the east side, bro. That was really getting radio play from Red Alert. Then as time moved on, you got Dipset and the rest of them. But there was nobody before them. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, watch this, Zeke. Watch this. Yo, Bimmy.
Yo.
All right, tell me something. Tell me a fun time that you had in the hood that had nothing to do with drug dealing, shooting. Just tell me a memorable moment about a fun time in the streets.
Well, we had a basketball tournament called the Sniff Tournament. You know what I mean? And it was like all crews from all over played each other for some money. You know what I mean? Every entertainer was in the park. Albert Shaw, Eric B, Slick Rick, Salt and Pepper, all of them was in the park. Everybody. And every drug nigga will have a crew that would play against each other. And it was just crazy. We had fun. Then after that, we'd leave and go to Far Rockaway Beach. And go to the beach and have fun. All the cars, 30 cars.
Mikey B, same question, bro. No street, no guns. I just want to hear about a time in the hood that you had that you remember having fun. Go.
A time in the hood that I remember having. I used to always have fun in the hood, bro. What you mean?
Okay, describe it for us.
All right. When I was in school, I was in I think 192 about Hollis. And, this kid, we was doing a snake in the bathroom, and my man Matthew, he was doing a snake, and he snaked into the radiator and cracked his tooth, girl.
That was fun.
That was fun time. That's hip hop. You on the hip hop? This is hip hop.
That was fun. That was fun, Mikey B. That was fun, dude.
Yeah, we was doing a snake new dance that came out. He was on the ground. He was doing the worm or whatever, and he wormed right into the radiator, you heard? And cracked his tooth, you heard?
Yo, I remember Halloween. It was Halloween, and it was the night before Halloween, mischief night. And the dudes from the projects, we heard them coming down the block. So we said, yo, we gotta, we was outside, we was having fun, but we had to go. But they seen us before we went, and they chased us all through the yards and everywhere. We ended up getting away, and we laughed about it later on because how close we was about to get this beat down. But there was, I just say that, I'm asking you questions because there was other things in the community that was fun that artists used to write about. Slick Rick and all these artists. And now I don't hear nothing going on in these lyrics now, but the same.
Saladin.
Yo.
I'm gonna tell you one more thing. In Halloween, we stole a city bus.
Thank you.
We stole a city bus, and we ride to the project in that shit. Ride our guy Brewer. And all the niggas in the hood would jump on the bus with us.
Yo, everybody gotta tell a story, bro. Everybody gotta tell a story.
Me and Justice arguing because I wanted to drive the bus. It was my turn to drive it. He didn't let me drive it. He was driving the bus. Police came. Yo, all the shit was kicking out windows jumped the bus. I jumped the bus, left him. He ran behind me. I said, yo, man, go fight your high in space. So I jumped the tree. He tried to jump the tree behind me and put a hole in his butt. He fell on a branch.
Oh, damn. That's an ill story, man. I stolen a bus. That's crazy.
Yeah, we stole that bus. That shit was crazy. That's gonna be my shit. I'm gonna show y'all niggas how it was done.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, right? I mean, yo, Saladin. So this ain't got nothing to do with no crime or anything like that. But so some of my favorite stories of back in the days, right, was, you know, being from East New York, man. We used to literally and I know all of us could probably got stories on Halloween, right? You know, my favorite stories, being that we in the vein of talking about how we can kind of come together and do things for the betterment of ourselves. I always really appreciate how at the end of the night, after we all literally was throwing eggs at each other. You had Linden throwing eggs against Boulevard and Boulevard going against Fairfield, and then we going against Cypress.
Eggs felt like bullets sometimes.
I love when we all came together though. Like I used to love how we all walk in the middle of the streets in Linden Boulevard. And it's literally Linden, Cypress, Pink Houses, Linden, Boulevard. And we literally, no lie, be like 400 deep, man. I'm talking, we'd be so deep, man. We would just walk up the block and we would wreak havoc. But the you know, I really appreciate, man, just those moments of being where everybody was together. And I was there for that. And if individuals know anything about me, man, it's more about, I'm always trying to instigate us to come together, man. You know, us coming together for a greater cause, man. And, you know, shout out to Minister King that's in the chat, man. He's out west right now with the brothers out there in Oakland and the sisters out there in Oakland. And they doing a lot, man, of ending the hostilities, man, between the peoples out there out west. When they in Oakland, but that brand that they doing out, that work that they doing out there, they trying to spread that work out across the country, man. So shout it out to them people, man.
Yo, I'm ashamed of all of you, yo. I'm ashamed of every last one of you. Y'all broke my heart.
I want to hear a story from everybody.
Y'all breaking my heart, Mikey.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Yo, Moshe, I'm gonna try to history repeats itself, right? When I was younger, you know what I mean, in the projects, we used to throw eggs at cars and shit and hide. When you come out, we bomb your car with eggs. We fucking car on Halloween, right? So boom. Go up years, go up years. I'm in my Bentley going home in Long Island. Right? These white kids threw eggs at my Bentley. Yo, I stopped, jumped out like, yo, I'm going to the yard, like, yo, chase these white boys, then I was just gone. I'm like, fuck. Then I caught myself. I said, damn, I did that shit to some other cars too, man.
Yeah, baby. Same thing happened to me.
But you know, if you throw the eggs in your car, if you don't get it washed right away, it fucks your paint up.
That's a fact.
It sticks to your paint.
Hey, yo, but you know what, though? You got Bimmy up here. You got Saladin. You got Mikey B Moshe KK, China Mac, Zeke. You even got Fabulous Deb in the cut. Y'all breaking my heart. Y'all going back to childhood. Ain't none of y'all brought up the red light basement party or the blue light basement party when the slow song come on and you grab shorty when it's slow. Y'all niggas is wild. Y'all broke my heart, dude. Y'all broke my heart, dude.
Yo, Sonny Blaco, check it out. I didn't really want to go to the basement parties because, you know, a lot of the basement parties got tricky, you heard?
Yeah, it got tricky. It got tricky.
I got chased out. Okay, I got chased out of basement party. Shout out to Michelle Yant. She's married to my guy Henry Terry right now. So she's Hebrew, right? I had the biggest crush on her. So she got a basement party. This is the first party my mother allowed me to come out the house by myself because we was brought up in the church. So she said, "You gonna be back home at She gave me a time. I said, "Yeah, yeah." Yo, somehow we ended up drinking beers. My man had these small beers on the way there. Now I'm in 8th grade, I think. 8th grade. So we get to her house, and yo, Sonny Blaco, that last song, you know that last song, boy. When he put it on, it's a slow song. So I rush her. Yo, I rush her and I squeeze her ass. Yo, I don't know how her sister seen what was going on from across the room. She flicked on the lights. She said, "Oh, hell no." All I heard my man say, "Yo, man, run." I fucking ran out of there. All her cousins chased me and shit. And that was just a beautiful See, shit like that was just
Hey,
beautiful.
let me tell you, when you was that dude at when the slow song come on, right? Blue light party or red light party. When the slow song come on and Ma grab you and you ain't got to go looking for somebody to dance with, that's when you know you was one of them dudes right there. That's when you know your
China
shit
Mac,
was
you
right
gotta give us a
there.
story,
Go
China
on,
Mac.
Bimmy. Don't play with me, Bimmy.
Yo,
Yo, China Mac, we ain't hear no story from you yet, bro. Give us a story, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. I was in
You
junior
said
high
what?
school, right?
Give us
I
a
was in junior
story,
high
bro.
school. Listen, I was in junior high school,
Ben,
right?
Ben, what you about to say?
After Bim.
I was in junior high school, right? Me and my brother go to the same school. My twin brother Joe, right? So it was this girl. Her name was Lorleen, right? Lorleen had some big ass titties.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin. I ain't had no sex, nothing. And girls ain't want to fuck with me anyway because I was light skinned with freckles. You know what I'm saying? So they like niggas with afros and shit and all that dark skin shit, all that. They wasn't fucking with me at all.
Yeah.
Right? So we found the key to the auditorium. So we unlock, we told people, yo, we cut in class, we going in the auditorium, right? So we go to the auditorium, they got Lorleen on the stage with her titties out.
Hey.
Right? So I started sucking Lorleen's titties, right? So
This
after a
nigga
while,
crazy.
you know, I never had no titties before. So I had the titties in my mouth. I just kept them in my mouth. And
Hey,
she
yo,
said,
Church, I ain't never had no titties before.
She said, Joe, get your brother off, get him off me, get off me. So my brother hit me in the back of my head, like, yo, Bim, get off me. I'm like, yo, man, mind your business, nigga. You know what I mean? I still got a titty. He hit me in the back of my head, I'm holding a titty. I'm like, yo, nigga, get the fuck off me, stop hitting me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sucking this titty. I ain't had nothing before, yo.
What? Titties for the first time in real life and not on the screen was crazy.
In real life.
Yo, back then it was rough, dog. Back then it was rough.
Girls wasn't giving it up. Yo, you tell a girl suck my dick, she'll tell your mother suck your dick.
When you had to drive him, you was drive humping back in the day.
I'm lying.
You right about that.
They said, don't tell your mother to suck your dick.
That's right. Hey, yo, hold on, man. Yo, Bullets Gotti, man. Stop asking Star Marie if she from Queens, man. That's my day one. Of course she from Queens. That's my day one right there. Yo, China Mac, it's on you, bro. We ain't get no story from you yet, bro.
I mean, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I lost my virginity in one of them basement parties, bro.
Talk about it, China. Talk about
it. It was
it.
in Queens too. It was in Queens too.
You Queens get the money. You already know.
Hey, yo, China, black chick, brother.
Yeah.
Black chick, China.
Yo, you wasn't. Yo, at least that happened in Queens. Because if you was in Brooklyn, you wasn't gonna get no skins. I'm letting you know they was tough in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they would.
Yo, it was tough in BK, man. You had to fight.
Nah, you just couldn't say nothing, Moshe. You had to get it and keep your mouth shut. If you said something, it was over.
Hey, yo, look at this. Check this out. Bimmy gave a Halloween story, so I'm gonna give up one of my Halloween stories.
Yeah.
I know I was bad as hell when I was in school, so I got kicked out of all schools in Queens. I had to go to the Bronx with my grandma's. Now, that's my father's mother. That's my Jamaican side of the family. And when I say Jamaican, they are really like Jamaican all the way. She don't cook nothing American. Everything is Jamaican, right?
How you gonna be Jamaican? How you gonna be Jamaican half the way? Like what's
nah, because you got some Jamaicans that's like Americanized. I get ackee and saltfish, you know what I'm saying? Fried dumplings. She never made nothing American. Everything was Jamaican every night, every day, every breakfast, everything.
Cornmeal porridge.
So she don't know no Jamaican. She don't know no American culture. My grandmother came here from Jamaica. She left my father, my uncle with a stranger, came to America, sent them money, was taking care of them from America, and got sent for them, and they came here like that, and they came up. So check it out. So she don't know the American culture at all, bro. She came here and worked her whole life and took care of her family in Jamaica her whole life. So so Halloween comes, right? So this is my first Halloween in the Bronx. So my grandmother don't know nothing about the culture. R.I.P. grandma. Check it out. I'm like, yo, grandma,
for me, because my block was like my block. So my bad for cutting you
hold on, Zeke.
My work.
Hold on.
Hey, yo, man, you keep on using that line, bro.
Yo, check it out. So listen, she don't understand the culture. When you don't understand the culture, so I'm telling her, like, your grandma, everybody in school got eggs and shaving cream. So my grandmoms gave me money to buy the eggs and the shaving cream, and I went out there and went crazy. She was like, what you need it for? She was like, what you need this eggs and shaving cream for? I said, yo, because it's a school project.
Yeah, that's what I told my mom before too.
It's a school project. They don't know nothing about the culture, you heard?
Yeah, so
Right. Yo, Mikey B.
You gave me the artillery to go out there and get busy, you heard?
Yeah, facts. Now, when I was younger, we used to go to like a lot of parties on 10th Street. So a lot of times, me and my man, we just go. We were trying to bag chicks. So I was the house dancer. I'm going there and start doing all that house shit. I was Tito Puente for like 20 minutes. The crowd go crazy. Pills and all that in my head. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the illest moments. But I'm gonna tell you another ill moment. What wound up turning into the Central Park 5, they would do that every Easter with Schaumburg and all those projects to go downtown. And they would wild out, son. And it was crazy because one year before the Central Park 5 thing, my man Randy Love, rest in peace, he was like, nah, son, don't wild out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, just stay on the block. Who would have thought? A year later, that scenario would have created the Central Park 5, bro. You know?
I heard there was more than 5 people. I heard there was a bunch of y'all out there. You know, not saying y'all, but a bunch of people out there. Yeah.
Yo, Saladin, you crazy. There was a bunch of y'all out there.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey, yo, I know most of y'all from Queens over here, but who remember the skate key? Y'all remember the skate key?
Yeah. Of course, that's my backyard. Of course.
The first time I went to the skate key, I was like, "What the fuck?" That shit was crazy. The old skate key too, not the
right. That's the new one. Yeah. That old skate key was dangerous.
Nah. Being from Brooklyn,
Empire. Empire.
I remember Empire.
Empire.
And that was my thing.
I remember Empire.
You get wrong.
Definitely, Saladin. Definitely. It's going down.
Yo, man, listen. Yo, the funny thing is, man, and Sonny Blaco, you mentioned this, man, and China mentioned this as well. Yo, them house parties was lit, bro.
Crazy, bro.
Yo.
When they start playing the Jamaican songs, it's over.
Yo.
Yeah.
And you might walk up out the house party, you got wet pants and all type shit. You dry hump too much and all type shit.
You know,
he's a pre.
Nigga pants is wet and all type shit walking out. He's trying to hide.
He's a preemie. Let me find out you have to go to the club with a condom on. So my man James used to be grinding, and you know sometimes you got a girl in a sandwich. He grabbing on me. His eyes is closed. I'm like, yo, keep up, man. R.I.P. to my bro James, bro.
Hey, yo,
he
Mikey.
was one of them dudes that was busting off in the club, bro. I never did
Mikey.
that before, you heard?
Yo, Mikey, keep it official. Individuals really thought that they were involved in like sexual acts for real in parties. Like,
that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Dudes really
that
thought it
was real, you heard?
That shit was real.
Nigga, you dry hump so much you turn jeans into corduroy, B. Niggas just dry hump for the ass.
Shout out to Uncle Luke, man. When that Doodle Brown come on,
man.
Oh,
that was the best one.
Yo, man, that adrenaline.
That shit make it go crazy.
Greatest
that Adina Howard. That Adina Howard. Drink in the morning. Adina Howard.
Saladin, I'm gonna ask all
y'all. You don't got nothing on Doodle Brown, bro.
Yo, all y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What game y'all play? I play ROC, Run, Catch, and Kiss.
Run, catch, and kiss. Word.
Listen, I'm always, Bimmy, that's a great question, but it's the classic. It's Cowboys and Indians, and I'm gonna give you one.
Doctor.
Yeah, but even right, this is not no game against. Who played Dukes of Hazzard, and then you fight over who want to be Bo and Luke, you know?
Nah, I couldn't watch that shit. I couldn't watch that shit in my house.
I played Ring Red Rover, bring Mikey B right over.
Green light.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Red light, green light.
And free tag.
I played Manhunt.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to learn how to. I seen the girls doing double dutch, which they don't do anymore, right? And I said I gotta learn how to do this because I didn't understand.
Nah, we don't do that. Saladin, I can't fuck with you that way.
Now,
Yo, bro, I gotta tell you the truth.
He went down with that one. He went.
I gotta tell you, I never.
Yo, Matt. Hey, yo, Matt. Niggas ain't double dutching, man.
He went down with that one.
Yeah, niggas ain't double
Listen,
dutching.
I never learned. I never did it, but it was something I was really curious about. How they doing this?
You ain't do what? You ain't do what?
Oh man.
He said, "You really what?"
I'm gonna tell you something. If you walked outside,
Okay.
if you walked outside
Hey, yo.
with a menudo
Hey, yo.
pin, you was done.
Yo,
You know what
Mikey
I'm
B,
saying?
I got a slide, yo, Bimmy, good to see you, man.
Yo,
Good
salute
to
to
see
you, bro.
Same here, bro.
Appreciate you for tapping in, bro.
Yo, be safe, y'all. Have a good night.
China.
Tipsy turvy.
Yes, sir.
Yo, y'all crazy, man. Y'all brought me back with this one, you heard?
Ty's supposed to
Yeah, those was good times, man. That all my point was, Mikey B, is yeah, the gangsters was always there. Now everything we just said. Meanwhile, the crack dealers was there, the stick up kids was there, but there was a time and place for it. You know, it wasn't all just that element. It was a time where that cute girl come out with the baby hairs pasted to her head, and she's chewing ice, and she got on shorts that her mother don't know she got on. You understand? Some 5411s and all that. There was different elements to the street, so it wasn't all just shoot 'em up, bang bang. How they painting the picture to be now?
Hey, yo, look, check it out. When I left Queens and went to the Bronx, I went to the Bronx in the 80s, and I was there for the whole Queens and Bronx beef. And my big mouth, everybody knew I was from Queens and the Bronx, you heard? They was chasing me around the Bronx like Kid and Play, you heard?
Like, oh, Kid and Play, house party.
It was like
that
Kid
was
and
it.
Play, you heard? I was beating some dudes up, but there was too many of them, you heard? Everywhere,
Yeah.
son.
Hey, nah, but I'm glad you brought that up, Mikey. Watch the difference. I remember being chased, right? And you get chased and you make it to your spot, you make it back to your hood, you be feeling so good, like, yeah, I got away from the niggas. That was a good feeling back then. Now, you ain't got that feeling no more because you can't outrun no bullet, B.
No.
Yeah, I got chased home. I was trying to walk a girl home in an area that wasn't my area. And I'm thinking it's not too tough on her block, but I've never been on her block at night. I've been on her block in the day. So she tried to give me a warning. She was like, I got it from here. You could just go. And I'm like, nah, I got you, baby. So they start calling her from down the block. They like, yo. So I'm looking back, and they like, they can't wait. Yo, what the fuck is you looking at? So, next thing you know, she like, run. They was outside drinking 40s. Yo, it was a 40 rainstorm on my head, bro. And I'm running, and 40 bottles is just crashing at my ankles. I'm like, God damn. But, I got away from that. That was a good time.
Hey, yo, my favorite game was right here, Manhunt. That was my favorite game, Manhunt.
Manhunt? How you play that?
Yeah.
You don't know how to play Manhunt?
No, but I'm saying I might have played it, but I don't know.
Manhunt, it's like 30 of y'all outside. Manhunt.
Yeah.
You heard what you call it from Florida played Manhunt. You just said it in that song with Puffy son. Sniper game always playing Manhunt.
My shit used to be Kill the Man. Y'all niggas ain't play Kill the Man with the ball?
Huh?
Y'all ain't play Kill the Man with the ball? Y'all ain't play Kill the Man with the ball? You throw the ball up in the middle of a circle, and whoever catch the ball break out running, and everybody trying to tackle that nigga?
I played that before.
Yo, listen, but you know what? As a grown-up, when you in jail for 25 years, you had a lot of time to think, you heard? I thought about that game, Manhunt, and I'm like, yeah, they set me up for all this, and they was really hunting me down. You're right. They caught me in North Carolina. I was a real manhunt. I said, wait a minute. These games, man. These games, they're getting us ready. They're getting us ready to really. I think that game came from slavery. You heard? Manhunt? Come on.
Yeah. It sound like it. It definitely sound like it, man.
Heard that? Manhunt?
The Skelly's king. We had the Skelly's joining Taft right there on 15th Street. You be playing Skelly's all day. Right there in the middle of Taft, right there on 15th and Madison.
No, it's crazy. I'm sitting there listening.
Man, hit that like button, y'all. It's 166 in the building. Hit that like button, y'all.
Hey, yo,
Giants is losing. We ain't got to worry about the game. They getting
Yeah,
smoked.
I just seen it.
What's up, K? What's up, K?
Nah, I was
28.
just
Maybe I'm
sitting there
28. It's
listening,
not
right?
even halftime.
And I was just thinking about just all the aspects of just culture, right? And even not just culture, but just being from the streets, living in the streets, and going through all that. How we allowing people just to monetize off of our pain and sufferings, right?
Thank
And
you, KK.
that becomes the biggest issue right there. You know what I mean?
Thank
When
you, KK.
someone else is monetizing off our pain and struggle.
Yeah, you know why?
And
Because
then
you got some of us is helping them do it.
yeah.
Yeah, someone else is helping them do it, bro. That's how they always did it from past before we was born. They always have one of us help them infiltrate us and control us.
Yeah, that's why this conversation was important. This conversation was important. The show, we have to articulate and express.
Yeah.
It's not all that. There's so many other things to our community. My mother used to send me to the note with the store to the store with a note when we didn't not to put our business out there, but sometimes we didn't have it. And because she had that relationship with Poppy, she would be able to send a note to the store, and then he'd just give me the food or whatever she asked for in a bag, wrap it up, and say that's for your mother, and send me back. There's so many different aspects to the streets.
And it's crazy because that's one of the things that I noticed. Even before I even came home while in prison, I used to see this because I grew up seeing my uncles, like their neighborhoods was like their neighborhoods. Everybody in the neighborhood like knew each other, looked out for each other. Like that was a thing. They used to do bus outs. We go on the trip. They'll have a big a bus come take everybody, families, kids, everybody from the hood. We go into the parks, Rob Playland, Great Adventure, and it's like the hood took care of. Like the community took care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Those that was in that community took care of everybody.
AK.
And yo.
That's ill you said that because remember, I'm gonna put it out there. Remember, you was out there, you first started selling drugs.
Yeah.
My man hit me. My man said, yo, man, your nephew in this school, bro. You're on the corner selling drugs. I said, what? I come back, I drive over there. I'm like, yo, man, what you doing? Yo, I'm gonna go to school. I said, man, stop lying, nigga. You got here selling drugs, man.
Yo, but you know what about our culture too? In the 80s, when I really tried to come out the house when I was a kid and hustle, they would not let me hustle, bro.
Yeah.
Not
it was crazy. Yo, Mikey, you said
they'd be
that?
like, hold up. You Miss Jackson's son. Wait a minute, who's your mother? Oh, hell nah. They give me a couple dollars and send me up out of there.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
That was the 80s though.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
They was like, yo, what's up, shorty? What you need? You go 100 pack, bring back.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. So I had it fortunate, Mikey. So my building where I lived in East New York in the projects was right across the street from the park, 272 Park. So right across the street, they used to have the hip hop jams. Yo, bro, it was sweet. So I was able to kind of leave the crib and run in the park. I was mad little running around the park. Everybody like, Moshe, get out of here. What are you doing over here? I was mad young, man. So that was like my first introduction to hip hop in our hood. Them jams. Remember, after a while, they stopped plugging up the big speakers to the lights.
Yeah, block parties.
They stopped doing that.
You know what the best thing about our hood was? I was at all the video shoots.
Hey, yo, we locked in. We was
at LL's video shoots.
We gonna start doing block parties, man. We bringing the block parties back, man.
Yo, we had all the videos though. All the video shoots, like parties around our way, you heard? We had Tribe Called Quest on Linden, and we had L and them on Holland. On Farmers. Yo, Bim.
Yo.
They shot that video, 21 shot the dome right on red, black, and green rock.
Yeah.
They shot pink cookies in a plastic bag was on Linden and Farmers.
Yeah, yeah.
All the video shoots was right around the way. We was in all the videos, you heard? You might not see us like I edited it out, but we was all there. Those were big moments in the hood in our community.
Q-Tip in the video.
All Q-Tip, all of them was on Linden, in the restaurants. They might be in.
Yeah, the thing is now, it's crazy because the thing is now, a lot of times you don't even know who your neighbor is in communities now.
You're right.
You don't even know who your neighbor is no more. And that's
why
sad.
It's no longer the community.
It's no longer the community no more.
The community shares resources.
Yeah.
The community do things for each other. The community works together. That's what the community organized. Right? They turn our communities into hoods.
Yeah.
That's why I got hood love. We got to bring back hood love, and then we can bring back communities. You know? We just need some love going on. You know what I'm saying? We need to start with hoods.
I think we're doing a good job, and it's kind of like bring it to some of the things that we're actually doing to kind of go back to the foundation. I think what we're doing here is important because by linking up with individuals of like mind, of like caliber, we all have influence, right? We all can use our influence, reach out to each other. Like what I intend on doing is not only traveling to local communities in Brooklyn or Queens or in the city, but where Mikey's at in Syracuse. I intended to see Minister King and them out there in Oakland. You dig what I'm saying? I want to go down south where KK and them is at.
Hey yo, bro, listen, watch.
So we can link up and we can start building and utilizing our resources appropriately. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do.
Yo, remember what I just told you earlier at the beginning before we got on, who I just linked with. So what we do, they just started something called Building Black Communities, and they like got one of the black banks involved, other businesses involved. They starting to get funding, and it's like that's what they're doing, tapping into each one of those, like these communities. So it's like we're gonna be reaching out to everybody, bro. So once things get situated, it's like yo, bro, we need to set up something in New York. Let's go. And it's like the resources is coming, right? And now it's just getting the manpower.
Yo, KK.
Manpower. Yo,
KK. I had a meeting last week. I got bad news on Friday, right? The city of Mount Vernon passed up on my program. I have a program called the Pipeline to Corporations.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right? Where I actually train youth to be IT professionals.
Nice.
Now, I want to talk to you about that behind the scenes, and I'm just really upset because I don't really care at this point. That they had the money to fund my program, but when I speak to you, I'm going to tell you what they chose to spend the money on because, quite honestly, there's stealing going on. But
Bim,
it doesn't matter.
Bim, you heard what he just said? I wanted to make sure Bim heard you too because he's doing nonprofit work both in Jersey and in New York too, and he's getting a lot of stuff working with the schools.
So I'm gonna, and the reason I chose to say this because you brought it up. So when we get offline, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to your uncle. I want to talk to your aunt because I ran this program out of my own pocket. Until I basically ran out of money and I couldn't do it anymore. And it hurt when the parents called me up and they said, yo, my son he's going back now. Like he's going back to his old ways. So my wife hit me up the other night and said, you know, that kid, you was working with, he got arrested. But it hurt me, KK, because before, when they first brought him to me, he wouldn't talk to nobody. He did not talk to nobody. And then when I started working with him, teaching him martial arts, teaching knowledge of self, going over, teaching him IT, he actually started doing good in school, everything. And then when I didn't have the funding, you know, to see him get arrested like that, it broke my heart, bro. So, we'll talk about it offline, man.
But you know what, Saladin? A lot of that shit come from home. Because, I was going to Rikers Island a couple months ago. I was up there doing a program up there. And there's one kid in Folk Building. He was a wild dude, burning his cells, doing crazy stuff. He ain't speaking to nobody. I pulled him. Like, yo, come here, man. Let me talk to you. We kicked it, right? And then one day he came to the barbershop. He said, yo, I read a chapter today in the book. I said, word? I said, you call your mother, tell your mother? Yeah. You know what my mom said? You must be bored.
Wow.
The nigga mother told him that. I went and got another book. I went and bought him another book and went to his dorm and I called him to the gate. And I said, come here, man. I went inside. Yo, come here. I gave him the book and I handed it to him. I said, yo, man, read this, man. Keep reading. And I mean, keep reading. Because if you're getting it from home like that, then it's going to be worse. Worse.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Yeah. These are generational curses you talk about, Bam. That's a fact, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, I just met with the chancellor the other day. The niggas out 160 schools. Niggas told me straight up. He said, yo, Bim, I want to give you all the Far Rockaway schools. I want to give you Campus Magnet. There's 4 schools in there. I want to give you 2 schools in Brooklyn. I want to give you what's the other school? Law enforcement in Baisley. Like, yo, the dude, And there's so much out there, but the program that these dudes doing is not good for these kids because it's not teaching them. They get the money,
teaching them,
but it's not teaching them nothing. And it all comes from
Bim, I was so offended, bro. They passed on my program, but they gave another dude a program who said, "Yo, we're gonna take the ex-felons out to like outdoor events, like to the movies and stuff like that." Yo, Bim, they gave him $170,000 to do paying himself $120,000. This is what I'm talking about. When it's nonsense like that, you understand? When I go through the New York State budget that comes through every year, and I sit there and analyze it, I see 300,000 that go to preventive youth prevention. I see millions that go to correction. I say, yo, how we fighting an uphill battle like this? You can't spend 300,000 on prevention and then 10 million on corrections, bro.
Because what they doing is they giving a contract to their homeboys, homegirls, and they hitting them under the table, and then now the problem is never gonna be fixed.
Hey, yo,
there's nobody really care. You know what I mean? So
Phil.
my program, I'm taking them to Paris, I'm taking them to Jamaica, I'm taking them all across the world, China. I'm taking these kids everywhere because Run DMC exposed me to the world. So that's what made me want to be home and do what I got to do because they exposed me. You know what I mean? That's how I kick the habit of selling drugs because them niggas. You feel me? So I feel as though I got to take these kids out somewhere else. Like MIkey B got kids in Syracuse. Yo, boom, I got 10 tickets for you, bro, for the monster truck next week. Bring them down. You know what I'm saying? For my program, bring
That's
them down.
how that shit go.
You know what I'm saying?
I got kids I'm working with these programs up here. I work for a nonprofit organization too. You know what I'm saying? So let me know, Bim. I got some kids.
Listen, 28th. I'm telling you right now. I got 10 tickets for you. Right? Listen, 10 tickets for you. I got food vouchers. I got 10 food and drink vouchers for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking these kids to my program called What If. It's called What If because what if we wouldn't have did this? I don't know.
What age you want, Bim?
I work with
a lot of different dads I work with. I got dads I work with. I got kids I work with.
I have date nights. I have date nights with the parents, like date night. Bringing them out. Let's go bowling. Let's go out. Let's have date night.
Bim, what's the age?
What's the kids, mothers, the father. What'd you say, bro?
What's the age? What's the age range? What's the age demographic?
For 10 kids.
Like 21 on down.
Okay.
All right, I got them. I got you.
So what I'm doing is what's up, Bill? What I'm doing is I'm taking kids, right? I'm gonna take 25 kids. 25. I'm gonna pick them out. I'm gonna take 25, half girls, half guys. I'm gonna take them to Paris, see the Eiffel Tower. Take them out. Let them stay there for like 7 days out of the country. Then I'm gonna take them to Jamaica. To my man and them to Jamaica. Take them to the jungle. They gonna sleep in the fucking jungle, nigga. Y'all think it's rough over here, nigga? You in the jungle, nigga.
That's dope.
Then I'm gonna take them on the stream. Then I'm gonna take them on the stream with the nigga got the jerk chicken barbecuing on the stream, going down the stream, and they gonna look at all this shit. They see younger kids jumping in the water, just like niggas different life. We gotta show our kids differently. We gotta reprogram them and teach them different. Because this hip hop and they go and find the killings, they don't have no mercy on nobody. No mercy.
You said the word program it. Listen, let me ask you why we on here, Bim. You know my guy 10 Toes. Can I ask him for your number so we can build?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So
that's my guy. I got him working. You know what I mean?
A part of my in my official capacity, I actually helped to oversee and supervise about 151 kids from the 5 programs I'm involved in, and that would be ideal if we're able to, because many of them unfortunately do not want to leave their neighborhoods. They don't mind working. Some have expressed that they don't mind working, but it can't be in other areas in Brooklyn, but it can be like in Manhattan because
I know what you're saying.
It's a lot of gang stuff going on.
Check this out. My jeweler, right? He on 47th Street. He makes jewelry for all these niggas, and he's the nerd, but he got the factory upstairs. The whole floor, the building is his. Like he got a racetrack, Indy 500 cars, all that. They up in New Hampshire. What is it? Where they got the track at? Well, they got a track, right? He giving me 10 kids to come to his shop We gonna teach them how to make diamond rings and jewelry,
I
all
got
that, right?
I got 10 kids right
listen,
now. Right
yo,
now,
listen.
who names I can give you right now.
I love this shit.
Then
Love
he
this
talking
shit,
about,
bro.
yo, let's take them out weekend, let them race the cars, teach them about cars, teach them about this and that, right? And I said, bet. So I'm just waiting because like Saladin was doing, he fund his own stuff. I fund my own stuff right now. But I got a lot of Jewish people that fund me too, that give me paper and do what I gotta do. They give me the 100 tickets, 50 tickets, the Disney on Ice. You know what I take the kids on Disney on Ice. I take them to see Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and Tracy Morgan, we go to Brooklyn and we give away a bunch of food in Brooklyn and you know we do all that shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like different shit, man. And like I talked to Tracy, like I'm about impacting the neighborhood. I don't want the money and I look at a little kid, he ain't got no shoes on his feet, or he's fucked up, or a nigga talking about he gonna shoot this nigga grandmother or shoot the nigga doing some dumb shit. Nigga, you know your life is over, bro. When you shoot that lady or you shoot that little nigga, it is not that much, yo, homie, you ain't gotta fight him. Walk the fuck away, because there's another plan for you. There's another plan for you to make it out of this. All of us on the platform for you. We fought for you. We did this time for you. You know what I mean? We sold these drugs for you. You don't have to do all that.
Hey, but Moshe, you just said that the kid said he would work a job, but the job got to be outside his borough. And I heard you when you said that, and that struck me crazy because it's almost like you're ashamed for your homies to see you working, but you ain't ashamed for the old lady or the police or all these cameras to see you busting your gun in the middle of the street.
Nah, Sonny Blaco, let me correct you. And thank you for that though. But no, these individuals are not ashamed to find work. Their issue is that because of the territorial stuff that's going on in Brooklyn, that these travel because they are part of a gang. Some of them are caught up in the gang subculture. They don't want to travel to other areas in Brooklyn where perhaps they might run across rival groups and it'll put them in a precarious situation. They don't mind working as long as it's in areas where the likelihood of taking place less likely than it would in isolated areas in the hood in Brooklyn and stuff like that. So it's a lot going on. You out there in the hood, Sonny Blaco, so you know what's going on in the city. You dig what I'm saying? But the kids themselves are not. They're not. They don't lack the skills. Oh, they might lack the skills. They don't lack the desire. They want to do it. They're very creative. It's just that they don't have the ability or the resources at this moment to kind of step outside their neighborhoods because their neighborhoods don't have the resources.
No, not all. But
with that said, it's not their fault. It's not their fault at all. Then it's not their fault.
What these kids got to do? These kids got to get in tune with their emotions and their feelings. That's number one. You got to get in tune to emotions and your feelings. If I'm correcting you, I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not trying to hurt you. You know what I mean? Because I get nothing from that. I just know where you're going to go at with that emotion, that feeling. That feeling going to make you do something the nigga that you ain't supposed to do.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
You see this right here? What Sonya Smith is saying right here? They don't want to leave the block, right? Last year at my job, we had 25 kids, mostly from the inner city of Syracuse, in a camp. They were 13 to 15 years old, right, Bim? Leave that up real quick, Mo. We took them to a place up here called Skinny Atlas Lake. Skinny Atlas Lake is a lake that supplies is the water supply for Syracuse. That's the water we drinking. That's the cleanest water in New York. You can see the bottom even when you go out. So when we first told them we taking them to Skinny Atlas Lake every Tuesday for camp, they didn't want to go. They was like, nah, we don't want to go, because they never did it before. You see what I'm saying? They never left the hood. So they wanted to stay. So we told them we was going on Tuesday, right? Out of 25 kids, about 15 showed up. Went to the lake, had a great time, right? Next week, everybody came. They loved it. It's on my Instagram. I'm speedboat. I'm gonna post it up here, matter of fact. But they was speedboats, canoes, fishing. You know, we played volleyball with them. We gave them mad stuff they don't normally do in a regular day. After they went to that lake, every day they wanted to go. Listen, could we go, Mr. Michael? Mr. Michael, could we go back to the lake, please? So, you know, it's about opening them up to new things, showing them new things. And That's what we do up here. You know what I'm saying?
But Mikey, see what you're saying to me right now? Like the world see that part about you, that you paved the way. You paved the way, and you teaching the youth and teaching the younger generation. This is what you do. Like before Christmas, I had a thing I didn't know. I fed 150 families through the gun violence. You know what I'm saying? And I did it. I rented out the art center, the art center in Newark. And the mayor came. I had the mayor there. Everybody came, right? Poor Mega, that's my brother. All of them was there. My sister Deb, everybody came, right? And the mayor said, probably majority out in this room never been in this art museum. And it was a fact. I gave away 200 pair of sneakers because GB from the Coliseum gave me 250 pair of sneakers. My man for Durucci that do the main coats gave me 20 coats. Yo, gave away my man Mark Sparks came with Puma stuff, with Puma warm-ups, sneak, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we cleaned that shit up, man. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And nobody got paid for it. It was just the generation and how I felt by giving these kids. And the woman went to Deb. The one lady came to Deb said, she said, what about us grown-ups? I still got a little kid in me. You know what I mean? Like she needed it.
Right.
And
right.
all the kids was in the back. When Deb started speaking, Deb said, yo, put the kids in the front. You grown-ups, get in the back. I want to talk to them. Because those are the ones that's going to help us get where we got to go. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt.
Our job is to teach now. Our job is to teach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got to teach them a certain way. So if I take them to Parish, you think they're not going to listen? They're not going to listen to you on their block. And they're going to, like for instance, right, in my projects, right? You know, I took kids to see Sesame Street, right? And I would take them on a trip. So one of the presidents in the project said to me, Bimmy, you can't keep taking them on trips. You gotta have basketball tournaments in the back, and you gotta bring a celebrity here, right? So I said, all right, cool. I said, you know what? I'm not doing that. You know why I'm not doing that? I said, because simple fact, I sold drugs in the back of the project after I finished playing basketball. So if you don't take me out this environment, I'm gonna do the same exact shit.
Hey, thank you, man.
I'm gonna play ball, but yeah, I'm gonna play ball in the daytime, but at nighttime, I'm slinging that bag. Yo, what you need? What you need? You know what I'm saying? And getting into some bullshit. So I'm doing that. So if I take these kids out of their environment and take them to Russia and let them see shit, and they looking at me like, yeah, this is real out here. Yeah, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now they go back home, they don't want to be there. They want to work themselves up to go somewhere else now.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? So now you fuck up. You ain't going to the next city. You're not going to the next country. I'm not taking you to Georgia I'm taking you out the country with a passport. They working on these kids' passport in Newark right now, so I can take these kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. You know, when I sit back and like I said before to all three of y'all, I said, yo, I watch your podcast and I love your podcast because we have talks like this. What game we play? What game we play? What my mom said to me? What the number one jewel in your life that an old school nigga, an old timer told you that's stuck in your mind? That helped you along the way, even in prison. Because me personally, I survived in prison because the older niggas taught me how to survive. They told me what to do. From their stories. From their stories. You know, one of the key things, I know all y'all on this panel heard it. What was it? Don't drop the soap.
Right.
Niggas scare you like, yo, nigga, don't drop the soap. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But they teach you that. You know what I'm saying? And our job is give back and teach the kids that we have gotten. But we lost that. We got out of it. You know what I mean? We got out of it. Man, fuck that nigga shoot niggas. No, man, grab that nigga. He don't want to shoot nobody. He don't want to be in that cell for the rest of his goddamn life. You don't
right.
Crazy.
You know what's funny,
we just
Bimmy?
had that conversation the other day, and somebody was saying that, like, yo, they scared. I'm like, that's one of the problems right now. You scared of a kid. Oh, kids be running around shit like what are you scared of? Right? Like, it's not. They don't want to. They don't like. A lot of times they be just as afraid as you are afraid.
That's right. You know how to
but they waiting.
Nigga bite you, you bite them back. Nigga bit me, bite them back.
Yo, the kids are waiting for a correction. Like, so they sent me to a school in Queens, and everybody kept on saying, I forgot the name of the school, but everybody kept on saying, yo, this is the worst school, not in Queens, like in the 5 boroughs. They was like, yo, this school is crazy, right? So I walk in there, and of course they tried me, and they was like they weren't paying attention. So I did what I do to get their respect or their attention, but then I let them know right away, okay, I'm in charge, you're not in charge, right? And not in the sense where they're going to feel offended and try to play me out, but I had their attention for 10 seconds. Bro, long story short, when I left that school, I felt like Joe Clark. The kids was following me down the hall. They was like, yo, what's your number, man? What's your Instagram? I need to talk to you. So they're waiting for someone to have the balls to check them, but they can read. They not stupid. They can see through fakeness. You understand? So whatever they seen that day, I was really appreciative. And to go back to what you said, Bimmy, when I came outside, the same people that taught me the streets, they were actually the first people to say, I'm not helping you do nothing out here. They actually told me, yo, you got to go do some after school programs, do this, do that. When they seen I wasn't listening, and they heard I was selling crack, which I didn't know what I was doing because I just started selling crack on my own. Then they say, yo, come over here, because you're gonna get yourself in trouble and you know what I'm saying? Like, we got you. Then they taught me how to do things the right way. And I think that's missing too, right? There's just no guidance out here. And when the rules of the streets, people say there was no rules. No, there was at one point in time unwritten rules, what you should do, you shouldn't do, because it was about a business. So who wanted to heat up their block if on the same block they making money? Why would you want the cops to come to your block if you making money on your block? So there was.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You said that. You just made me think of something. Like, it was so much instilled in me from, like, you know what I'm saying, from my uncles, my moms, all that. And when I started running around the streets, I was like that. Like, you're not playing no games over here. You're not running around. You ain't making it hot. You ain't starting. You ain't none of that over here. You're over here to make money. You're over here to build. And that was something that was instilled. And it's like those rules right there. It's just out the window, bro.
Yo,
everything.
Yo, you know what's crazy, man? I'll be going into these programs talking to these kids. I talked to some kids that were like, these kids was like 6, 7, 8. You heard? It was like 20 or 30 kids. Some of them it was a hybrid meeting. Some was in person, it was about 20 in person, and it was about 30 on a hybrid meeting. So I told them about my life, the violence, because these kids, it's a big gang war where I live at in Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know I'm from Queens. And I move around comfortably. They accepted me, they love me out here, right? Salute to Syracuse. But so I go and talk, you know what I'm saying? I talk about my life, I talk about my story, getting shot, shooting back, you know, everything that I've been through, prison, being in a gang, being a Godfather set. I talked to them about all of that. Yo, these kids, these 6 and 7-year-old kids asking me great questions, bro. Like, how did it feel to get shot? Did you get respect for being in the gang?
Yeah, I'm back. Because I definitely heard what you said, man.
Hold on, Zeke. Hold on, Zeke. So they asked me all these good questions, these significant questions, and it was
I'm at work, bro. That's what I don't want to cut you off, but I'm at work, so I gotta chime in when I can chime in. You know what I'm saying?
All right, come on, Zeke. Come on, Zeke.
But for me, on my block with my little crew, we sort of inherited a bunch of craziness because the dudes above us, they started getting bagged and some dudes got assassinated. So then now me and a whole bunch of other dudes, we're next up. You like it or not. Even if you wasn't getting money with the team, you with the team. And when things happen when you with the team, things begin to happen that principles, morals, and standards come into play at. You know what I'm saying? Situations. I meet Mikey B because I'm running from something. I don't meet Mikey B because let's go out of town and get some paper. I meet Mikey B because there's a bunch of situations that began to happen in the neighborhood that dealt with principles, morals, and standards. that dealt with, yo, you can't stay on the corner because such and such is looking for you. Not niggas on the corner, but the 23rd Police. Not me per se, but the crew. So we had to be young, smart niggas, not to get caught up. Go out of town, get bagged. You know what I'm saying? Go out of town, get bagged. Okay, woo, my name ain't pop up. You know what I'm saying? Then a nigga realize I gotta get my shit together. At some point, you get tired of starting all over again. Start over again from scratch. You get tired of that shit at some point because we don't get high. Fuck that. I gotta get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find the bag. And when you find that comfortable bag, look, I just came home 2011 doing 5 years. Fuck it, it is what it is. I'm gonna get a job, get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? I left the game with, I know a bunch of other good niggas who never come home. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of other good niggas that got caught up in the game getting high. My man just got murdered 5 years ago. Playing with them young niggas. You know what I'm saying? So how I look at it is we learned the game through experiences, bro. And that's every experience we went through. Like I told you, I met Mikey B when I was 18 years old. Kev Webb when I was 18 years old. Out there in Albany with the GM family. Niggas running around with packs in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? Running from cases, bro. We was running from cases, bro. You hear me? Yo, son. Yo, I'm running from this. Yo, son, I'm running from that. Because we was the next.
Yeah, you gotta say that too, man. Free Frenchie, man. Free Frenchie, little ass.
Definitely salute, Bimmy. Because I understand. Because y'all was the older niggas before us. We want to be like you niggas. We want to fly helicopters and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it came with the flying helicopters, violence. You know what I'm saying? That shit was gonna come easy. Violence, bro. And that's where a lot of niggas get the game mixed up at. When an old nigga come up from jail, talking about that's his block. You hear me? Yo, this is my block. You little niggas was playing tag when I was out here. What? We're doing 20,000 a week here.
Yeah, nigga tell you. Tell that nigga to pick your best suit out.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Shoot it, nigga. Go get that.
That's this little nigga like here, like a little nigga like this gonna hit you. He gonna get you.
No,
Maury. That's Maury.
Yeah, it's Maury. Little nigga like that gonna hit you.
I love y'all, man. I just know that these conversations get deep and intense, but because I know there's no job code for street nigga. There's no job code for that. There's no I can punch this in and go, yo, he's a street nigga. That shit just come into play.
You look at the conversation. Listen, this is a conversation, right? Saladin, he opened it up with the games, Halloween, what you do. You know, that's the type of shit we grew up off of. You know what I'm saying? You talking to your man. You know what I'm saying? He was talking to his man. So he opened it up with the conversation about what we done, good things. Fuck all that violent shit. Talk about something that you had fun doing.
Have fun.
You know what I'm saying? What these dudes don't do today. They don't do that.
Because this is what they see. This is what they think is real. Listen, my nigga, we played Skelsies. We went to a club. We wanted girlfriends. We went on dates to the steakhouse.
Okay, yo, Zeke, you hit it right there. I spoke to the young boy. He told me straight up, I don't give a fuck about no chicks and all that, nigga. I'm trying to smoke on something. So the mind frame is different. He's trying to really put on.
I love this call because I hope somebody learns something. We had to learn the hard way.
Hey yo, I know we've been on here for almost 2 hours. We got about six and a half minutes.
Let me finish that piece because I missed the point. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let Mikey. All right,
the point of that was after speaking to those kids, right? Like I said, they were like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 13. They were very young. I came home telling my story, taking their questions because this the community I live in. It's Bloods and Crips up here, but that's not a big war up here like that. They got their own crews, their own blocks, their own side of town up here. They're on side of towns up here, you heard? Forget that other stuff. It's what block you from, where you from, and it gets dangerous. You know what I'm saying? They can't really travel to other sides, and it's dangerous up here. So they understand the gang culture completely from the time they raised because they repping these blocks of schools. They shut down the schools with fights and all that type of stuff. So dealing with conflict resolution and all the things that I learned, I'll be helping them with that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being in the gang, coming from that culture, and knowing it so well, I give them information on that. Anyway, so after I speak to the kids, I come home. I talk to Shane. I talk to my wife. She tells me she gets a call from one of her friends, right? And her friend tells her, like, yo, how my daughter came home saying they met somebody from Queens with a murder rap that just did 25 years. And I realized it's your husband. How my daughter met your husband before I did. You heard? What was powerful for me was that,
yo, man, get off my watch, man.
But I told her, she took home and told her mother so much stuff.
Yo, what's wrong with you, man?
Don't share with their parents, you heard? So I touched in a way, I touched that kid in a way where she said, yo, this was so powerful that I'm gonna go tell my mother about this person that I met.
Wow.
This person named Michael and his story. So she went back and told her mother my story, and her mother's like, oh, wait a minute, that's my friend's husband that just came home from prison. So that was a powerful point for me, that we all getting through the work that we do matter to these kids and these people that we talk to, even though sometimes we don't see immediate results. The work that we're doing pays off in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
In the long run, that's right, Mike.
And it touches people in ways that we really don't understand and that we really don't know, bro. So we got to keep doing the work that we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So thank you, and thank you for that, Mikey. So we got about 4 more minutes, man. Bimmy, let's start with Bimmy, man. Leave us with some final thoughts, man, on the conversation we had tonight, man. Whatever comes to mind for you, just leave our listeners with something that they could benefit from.
I mean, we can't let this conversation go off deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? We got to unite. We got to start with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what I'm doing. So, I mean, you got some in Syracuse. I want guys come out here. We go out there. We do something together. Moshe, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You guys coming out there. We go out there. Girls, guys. You know, KK, he in Atlanta doing the same thing. Saladin, he's where he at doing his thing. Like dog, it starts with us. We ain't got to feed into the nonsense and feed into the slander and killing our culture, our black men and put a hand in that. We don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We leaders. And that's not by default. We leaders. And let's lead. Because when the kids see you on there going crazy, then they're like, damn, I'm following this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm following this nigga. And he not setting an example. Because he's letting the best get to him now. Now he's out because the nigga said something about him. Say it. Say what you got to say, bro. Because you definitely ain't fucking my bank account. You know what I'm saying? And I know who I am. I know I was in the streets. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm home today. Because I know who I am. I never followed niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had a boss, but that was it. But he gone. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And the student always outweigh the teacher. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Because the student listened to the lesson. So I'm listening to all the lessons. I listen to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But also got myself. So it's going to make me great. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make me great.
Saladin?
Bimmy just said, I know who I am. So y'all already know my favorite phrase, man, because that's why I'm here. Knowledge itself, man. It's always going to start there. So I just want to tell everybody that's listening, there is no Superman that's going to come and save you. I never tell one person how to get money. I never tell you that. But what I will do is remind you that you are the leader. Just like Bimmy said, I don't care what you doing. If you're an uncle, you somebody's uncle, you somebody's godfather, listen, be true to yourself and you be the example. If we start to change ourselves, we don't need no Superman to come change us, because after that, the community will reflect that we are starting to change ourselves. You don't got to be a millionaire to change your community. You just got to be true to yourself and know the position, your importance, and your worth in that community. That's it.
KK?
Locked in. We locked in. Yo, finding freedom in you, finding your success in you, finding your power in you. Lock in. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Lock in. Lock into yourself. Lock into what you're trying to do, what you're trying to build. Lock into it. Once you got that, once you locked in on that, then you open up and start letting people in. Then you start hollering at the right people. But lock in. Find out what you want to do. Find out your goals, your dreams, your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And lock in on that. Zone in. And then you're going to start seeing those that's like-minded around you. You know and you're gonna start seeing those same people that's doing the same things, and those you tap in with. I mean, lock in, man.
Mikey B.
You already know, man. Just keep working, man. Keep doing what we do. We need more dialogues like this. We need more pull-ups like this. You know, I appreciate big bro Bimmy for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You already know I'm on deck. You need me to come down there, whatever. I'm sliding, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. You know what I mean? We just all positive now, you heard? Big up to Deb Antney, you know what I'm saying? For pulling up and giving her some of her stories, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. China Mac. Thank y'all for the conversation. You know what I mean? Thank JSaladin, everybody at Mac Me, OG Sonny Blaco. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in and giving Zeke Black Feed the Wolves for tapping in and giving us this good content. You know what I'm saying? Just paying it back, man. We gotta just pay it back, bro. We doing what we supposed to do. You already know it's we locked in.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Dad.
What's up?
Dad.
Hey, what's up, Aunt Dad?
Hold on. I gotta say something to you. I appreciate and love you so much.
Okay.
And I thank you. Go ahead, do your thing.
Huh? What happened?
Oh, we just giving the word because we ending off now. So we just giving everybody just giving the word to send everybody off with. So whatever you feel like saying, dropping on them, just drop something.
All right, so I want to send something out in case there are ladies that are watching this. Can I do that?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, ladies. 2023, legs closed, pocketbooks open. It's time for us to get back to the business.
Get this money.
Talk about it.
That's right.
Enough said.
That's it.
Peace out.
Right.
Yo, peace on that.
Thank you, Aunt Deb. We appreciate you.
You know, and shout out for Big Bim on Deb, and you know, China Mac, JSaladin, OG Sonny Blaco.
Boy.
Everybody that pulled up to show their love to us, man. Shout out to Zeke Black. I know he was working, coming in, jumping in, doing whatever he wanted. You know how Zeke Black get, right? We love him for that.
I love him for that.
He at work, he still tapped in. I respect it, you heard?
Oh, absolutely. No question about that. So, you know, I just want to say that everybody plays a significant role, right? Nobody's contributions are insignificant. All too often we have this false perception of what someone may contribute as being insignificant or minimal, when in reality, no matter what a person contributes can help us, you know, move the needle, right? And I just don't want people to get the impression that their contributions don't matter. We all have the potential and the ability to be great. It's you tapping in within yourself to find that greatness. Us sitting up here is a testament to how individuals who, not all of us know each other, but yet we can sit here, we can disagree, we can have a conversation on, you know, where we came from, our origins, you know, how it was fun growing up, some of the challenges that we as a people, you know, unfortunately had to endure, and how we could overcome them challenges. So ultimately, I think this conversation is one in which it helps us kind of simplify and clarify what our roles are as to what we envision in our minds is where we want to go. So as long as we're serious and committed to getting there, I'm confident that we can do that. So, you know, shout out to everybody that tuned in, everybody that's inside the chat. I mean, you guys ultimately make conversation that much more rewarding for us as panelists.
Yes.
So keep up the great work in the chat. I know the trolls was in there. I seen some great trollish behavior. I seen troll 101. So listen, we locked in. We're not going to invalidate the trollness, right? Continue if that's your thing, right? If you want to be a troll, then do your thing, right?
Before we close out, hold on, I got to say one more thing too. Yo, listen, y'all. Yo, we gonna close out. We gonna close this. Don't leave, y'all, because we closing out this. We closing out the show with KK song, you heard?
What?
I just got a text. I just got a text from Cash Brim. Cash Brim just sends his love. He sends his love to y'all. He sends his love to Bim. Lacey sends his love to Bimmy. You know, he used to work for Bimmy.
Lacey.
Yeah.
Lacey, the big hat, used to work for Bimmy. He sent his love. They just text me and said they made sure that I tagged in and tell y'all, yo, bro, I ain't cap. I don't do no capping, bro. You heard?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Cash Brim said, make sure I tell him that he sent his love to all of y'all.
So Lace, I said, what's up, man? Send him my love.
Tell Lace.
Yeah.
Yo,
and
we got you, bro. You heard?
Shout to Cash, Brim, as well as to Lace.
Yeah, shout to Cash.
They watching though. They watching. They watching. They hear y'all. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But we gonna close the show out with KK song. And another thing, just y'all family in Queens, man. We appreciate y'all contribution to hip hop, to our community in Queens. A lot of my good moments was with y'all family. You heard? You know, I know everybody. Roderick, I know everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was running. So we love, we love y'all family. We love what y'all did for hip hop. We love y'all contribution to the community. We love that. You know what I'm saying? We love what y'all doing now, man.
We need more locked in, though, bro. We locked in. We need more of that. We need more of that.
You already know. Listen, and Bimmy, anytime you need me to pull up, you know I am there.
Yeah.
You know when I came over 9-6, I used to be with Black Just all the time.
Yeah.
I'm there. So I just holler at me, you heard?
Got you.
I'm 4 hours away, bro.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be on KK Hills. I'm gonna be like, listen, where your uncle at? I'm right. I need I'm out.
Yo, Moshe, let me tell you something. I know anybody in this chat, I know you gonna be on the nigga hell.
I'm be like, yeah, where you at?
Yo, real talk. I love it because we all team up. We become great.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all real about these kids. I know y'all real about helping. Yeah. It's like Saladin just said. He said, yo, nigga, I'm using my own paper. He ain't getting no check for the government.
Saladin ain't even tell us to come down there. I told Saladin to let us know when he need me down there. He ain't even tell us to come help him, bro.
Yeah, Saladin, stop playing,
Saladin. I work for $1 million in grant money, bro. I just got him $1 million. You talking that, and I told you, Saladin, to hit me up, and I would come down there and help you, and you didn't hit me, bro.
We're gonna talk, right?
Here, bro. Stop playing, bro.
We're gonna get it right. Yeah, my wife was upset. She said, you can't keep going like this, right? I said, I know.
I told you to put us in. You ain't tapped number 6.
Saladin, no matter how big your heart is, it's not sustainable because of the resources. So you need the resources. But the biggest resource we have is not natural resources, it's not financial resources, but it's human resources. So we're the ones that make it all work. And I see
people. You gotta manage people. It's a people management thing, bro.
I see Shimon Canty's in the building. My brother said, great build tonight. Keep the energy flowing. We're here to do greatness. My brother, I love you. Right. You already know.
That's right.
I love you, man.
Yo, we gonna close it out with KK song though. So y'all gotta stay tuned in. Don't tap out. Don't tap out. And I want to see some comments on the song.
You ain't never hear it?
We closing out with KK song though. So if y'all want to mute up, I can play it now. Y'all ready to close out?
Yeah, let's go. We ready to close out.
You already know we locked in. Everybody,
we locked in.
We locked in.
Mute up, everybody. I'm gonna play it right now. Oh, wrong one.
Come on, DJ.
Let me find it. Hold on.
See, DJ, you done messed up the vibe already with that, man.
We good. They waiting for this. They want to hear it too.
Yeah.
They want to hear it too. Where'd it go? Hold on. It just jumped. We good though. Hold on. Go get to it. I just texted to myself. Hold on. I got it. Here we go. Y'all muted up. Yo, peace, everybody. We appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Here go KK song right here, man.
Real shit. Feeling like I fell, hoping I don't fall. Trapped inside a cell, look beyond those walls. A seed that I can't sell. Water I drowned in, died, came back alive. Leaving was drowned in. Feeling like I fell, hoping I don't fall. Trapped inside a cell, look beyond those walls. A seed that I can't sell. Water I drowned in, died, came back alive. Leaving was drowned in. Caught in so many flurries, some storms had my vision blurred. streets had my heart in a knot. Very few feelings occurred. Anger and rage, fuel soul, just a black boy. Fiending for acceptance, not a weapon, some black joy. Maybe a little pride, even a little love. To even a playing field, scattered with bullets and drugs. Throw it and catch it, catch it. Know the motto when it come to slugs. Seeking repentance. Never thought I would see all this blood. Now I see cuffs. Confused dreams, misconstrued things. It wasn't enough. They tried to kill me, but they couldn't kill me. Never give up. I heard my mama cry. Seen her eyes, told me look up, look up. Barbed wires couldn't stop your son. Feeling like I fell, hoping I don't fall. Trapped inside a cell. Look beyond those walls. A sea that I can't sail. Water I drowned in. Died, came back alive. Leaving was drowned in. Feeling like I fell, hoping I don't fall. Trapped inside a cell. Look beyond those walls. A sea that I can't sail. Water I drowned in. Died, came back alive. Leaving was drowned in.